C.C.C. She shitty, so shitty. When Donna come down the stairs, she shitty, so shitty. She woke up in the morning, put on a cloud roll, took a leak in the stall bathroom, left the toilet seat up. She a thug, my nigga. Ooh, my nigga. Ooh, my nigga. S-H-I-D-D-Y. She shitty, so shitty. When Donna come downstairs, she shitty, so shitty. Her husband is a clown. He wakes up and goes live. Got a fired from a 19-year job. And he's so proud, arguing with trolls for 16 hours long. She's shitty, so shitty. Like when the beef and cheddar almost broke her face. S-H-I-D-D-Y. She's shitty, so shitty. When Donna comes downstairs, she's shitty, so shitty. She's shitty, so shitty. She's shitty, so shitty. She's shitty, so shitty. She woke up in the morning, put on a cloud roll, took a leak in the stall bathroom.
Grand Rising! And we're back. Rich Rise, and we're back. Welcome to the Concerned Citizens Podcast. We are your hosts, Lurker and Godmomma. Ooh, wait.
We are shitty.
She's shitty. S-H-I-D-D-Y. She's shitty. Yeah, I am.
It was a whole vibe back here. The lighters was going. Listen, it's a whole vibe. Okay, period.
She's shitty.
Period.
What's up? Shout out to the chat. We see y'all. Y'all came in a little early. Sorry, we are a little bit behind. It is my fault. So please forgive me. I lost track of time out there in the backyard playing with my plants.
I'm
got
just
Nikki.
grateful.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just grateful that we've been consistent 3 days in a row. Hallelujah.
3 days in a row. Yes. Train all aboard. Okay. We got Nikki Crayons in the building. Hi, Nikki. We got Reef. What's up, Reef? Yes, please hit the like when you come in. Purple one. Hi, Lovebug. We haven't seen you in a little bit. How you been doing? Misunderstood is in the building. Hey, Misunderstood. We enjoyed your show yesterday. That was a great topic.
Mm-hmm.
Great topic. Daquan. Hi, Heavy. Hi. Y'all come on in, get comfortable today. Oshun is in the building. Hi, Oshun.
Rich Rise.
And we got the Mod Squad. What's up, Mod Squad? Hi, 504. Ooh, wait. Yeah, we got a show for y'all today. Nothing compared to yesterday. Yesterday was a lot.
Yes.
Today we're just kind of a little bit on. We're gonna stick kind of to some sector business today. What's up, Kylie? Hi, Mama.
Yes, we're gonna stick to the sector. We're gonna wrap up CPS Mom. That's so nice. Thank you, Perfect One. We appreciate that.
Yes.
We're gonna wrap up CPS Mom today for us, anyways. Like unless something just is crazy, but
right
for the most part, our Black sector is dead. Where, friends?
I don't know. Salt said it was dead too. So I mean, we got to take the homie's word. Oh, that's a beautiful.
Maybe it's just Black Sector 2.0 that's alive and well. I don't know. I don't know. We may have to talk about it.
Definitely, we're gonna talk about it. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So Black sector dead. Where, bitch? We got a lot on the docket, but like Godmomma said, we're gonna start off where we left off yesterday with the CPS Mom. We're just gonna wrap some things up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We are concerned, but we are concerned for the children first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, we're gonna get into some things. Tommy Sotomayor interviewed the CPS mother, and he did a fantastic job.
Shout out to
Fantastic.
you, Tommy. You did good. You did well.
Yes. Shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. And I'm going to be playing. I just got hit my
Yeah, something's going on with StreamYard today because it keeps
yeah,
that
my
Wi-Fi
signal.
thing keeps popping up.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so signal might be a little shaky. But we are gonna play a little clip. That was a rabbit hole. I told you. I told you, Kylie. It was crazy. It really was.
And
And
and before we get into the clip, there was a lot of conversation of why does everyone care so much,
mhm,
about what this lady does, and it's more so if she is setting a precedence
mhm,
for what other mothers out here are going to do when
mhm,
they're feeling overwhelmed, they're feeling like their back is against the wall, and they need a break. Period.
mhm,
This is what it all boils down to. And I think
mhm,
everyone cares because it triggers something in them that they don't like, you know?
mhm,
And it
mhm.
all around the board. This is very triggering and traumatizing. So I think that's why it's just a lot of people can't let it go. They want to know what she's doing with her vagina. They want to know they want to know
Yeah,
everything about her life.
yeah, yeah. And that's what happens when you put your business out there and when you start doing tours. Over here, we call it tours.
Hmm.
So when you're on panels, radio stations, um, we even heard from VS from the beef sector that she would be with the tea sector
Hmm.
interviewing her today again.
Hmm.
So she's making her rounds
And
and
it kind of
people
makes
are
me feel
going
like
to dig.
she didn't learn anything with Tommy. Like, why are we still going on tours?
Yes. Yes. Yep. Panel tours. You're welcome, Misunderstood. It was a great show. It really
It
was.
was. I
Body
had it in
positivity.
I got it in my notes for the sector. Pretty
Okay,
good.
get your notes ready. I got mine over here. Um, it was a great. It was a great. Misunderstood. It was a great. I think maybe like a part two. To kind of come back and close it all together
Hmm.
would help. But I thought it was wonderful, and I love the gentleman that came up and spoke their piece on it.
Hmm.
TMO, shout out to Armad 504. She was standing on business up there. Ooh wee.
Hmm.
So yeah, she's on a full press tour. Okay.
Yeah.
But let's hop over to CPS Mom. I do have a clip or two queued up from Tommy Sotomayor. Shout out to him. I did share his Rumble last in the last live we did yesterday, but I'm going to share it again. This is the clip that we right here. Let me paste it for you guys. This is the clip that we're going to be watching. This is where it's from. So shout out to Tommy. We're going to watch a little bit. He was A1 with her. So let me share
Hmm.
my screen. Y'all get comfy. We're not going to stay here too much. Okay, you will watch it. Okay, good, Kylie. I'm not going to stay too much. Like they're going fast. Oh, does it? Oh, because it keeps glitching on him. I'm sorry. Um, we're not gonna watch all of it, but we are gonna watch some of it. And he just, he wasn't playing with her. That's all I'll say.
No,
He was not playing with her.
he was using his psychology degree all
Hmm.
day. Yeah.
He was. He absolutely was. So where we're picking up, it's around the 49-minute mark, and we'll just take it from here, guys.
I was served credit or whatever for the one day, and then they gave me 2 years probation. So
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you before we jump into more of this. Do you want any more children? Have you done something to prevent from having any more? Or are you still kind of in the situation where you're fertile, you like dick, and it could happen?
So
Are you smiling?
what I
Apparently that's
actually
true.
well yeah. So actually no, I have an appointment coming up and stuff like that, but I'm not messing with anybody right now. I'm kind of not really interested in messing with anybody. That's
An
kind of why I
appointment for
walked
what?
away from. Huh?
An appointment for what?
Like the whole birth control and stuff,
because I did try when I was pregnant with my daughters. I think if I'm not mistaken, when you're about 6 months, they start sending you the paperwork for like to get your tubes and shit tied. So when I was 6 months or close to or whatever, they were sending me the paper because I obviously didn't want no more fucking kids. But what fucked it up is they send it to you 3 months prior to labor. My daughters came 3 months. They literally came that very same week that I got the paperwork. So when I tried to call them, and I do want to call them back because I really don't think that lady knew what the fuck she was talking about because I'm hearing different stories. So I don't know why the fuck she told me I had to have a sixth child to get a fucking hysterectomy or whatever.
No, that's not true at all.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Now you said in that video that you was fucking a guy. How did you keep from getting pregnant with him?
Pretty much. Well, I'm trying to think how I can say it. Like,
just blessed.
Already,
blessed. God favored you
No,
with him.
No, I blessed too, but I also told him like I'm very fertile, so like we use condoms, and then just I don't give a fuck. Sometimes you just in the moment. I don't care. The times we didn't use a condom, like he would not like no, he wouldn't just like pull out. It was like he would pull out well before it was time for him to do whatever, and I would just finish him off orally or with my hand or something. Like we were not trying to do that at all. So then it was just to a point like, okay, there's no growth here. We're not obviously, because the reason why me and him even kind of got to that point, is kind of, you scratch your back, I scratch your back. We're both kind of struggling, so we can try to come together, try to make some money together. That's kind of how it was supposed to be, but it turned out to me trying to do everything, and we're just.
What were y'all gonna do to make some money together?
Huh?
What were y'all gonna do to make some money together?
So we kind of started thinking like different things. So like I already have a LLC filed with my state. So we were looking at like different clothing like vendors and.
Let's add this to the resume: a clothing business, model, nurse. She had her nurse's assistant degree, medical degree, communications degree, radio. Let's just add this. Now she got an LLC. Yes, it's on Rumble, Nikki, and I put it in the chat, but I'll drop it one more time. Y'all go ahead. Feel free to go over there and sub to Tommy. He's got quite a bit of controversial topics over there, Nikki. You might enjoy.
He does, but so what was it? The tube tying thing kind of confused me a little bit. Was it 6 months or 3 months? What was
She's saying when the babies are 6 months, meaning 3 months left, right?
Okay.
Well, technically 4, but if we're going off whatever. So, but her babies came 3 months early. So she was saying the paperwork got sent out, but during that time she was in labor, so she missed the paperwork deadline or didn't fill it out or something like that. What she's saying. I've had 3 live births, but only 2 living children. So I don't know. Nobody offered me like tubal litigation. So
well, with my second one, my OBGYN asked if I wanted to get my tubes tied after. She did, and I said no. But with the third one, they didn't ask me, so I don't know that whole process. Some women have told me that they're in the midst of labor and they say, I want my tubes tied, and it's just a matter of bringing you the paperwork for you to sign and then putting you under anesthesia and tying the tubes, like, because you're already there, whatever, and especially if you're having a cesarean because they already have you opened up.
Yes.
So
that's what they say. It's usually after you've given birth. We just go in and. So I guess that's what she's saying. They sent out the paperwork where she was 6 months pregnant, knowing that these were twins and she already had 3 other kids. But she missed it because the kids came premature, and it was, you know what I'm saying? She was going through a lot. She was fighting with the baby dad, and she said smoking weed during the pregnancy. I don't know. She had a lot going on.
Do you have the timestamp, or because I can't really remember around where she's kind of talking about the relationship with the grandmother? I think it's past this part.
I think so too. I didn't get the timestamp on any of this because there's another part I wanted to bring up where she admits to the 4 kids are at her house. She got 4 kids at her house.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. And again, we can't play all this,
And
but
it's
we can jump around.
the middle one that's not at her house. The one the
Yes.
granny's
Yes.
grandchild is the one that's not at her house. He's the one in
Yes.
foster care.
Yes. So
And
she did all of this hooping and hollering, doing panel tours. And while she's live with Tommy at the beginning, you can hear one of her daughters crying. And he's saying, like, oh, it's fine. He's just playing it off. But then we're coming up to it, I think. He says, so you do have your kids with you? Now, mind you, you guys, this interview was going on while Nick at Night was interviewing the grandma. So, and that's why Tommy went over to Nick at Nights, and that's why they discussed. And I went back and listened to that. They really didn't dive too deep in it. It kind of went back to Nick and Tommy clearing their not really beef, but their lives for lives. Yeah, their history. So that's what that was. Yeah, this is just
And
a
in
mess.
this interview, he's trying to reach out to the grandmother.
Yes.
So they can all have a conversation together, or at least he have a conversation with her. Now, again, I think this is a double-edged sword with Tommy. And, I think it's a exploitation, but also trying to help with Tommy. I do. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I think
do
Tommy
too.
is using his platform to do what he's supposed to do righteously.
I agree.
And he's using his platform to also entertain the low levels who get kicks and thrills out of seeing Black women go through these
Yes.
types of things.
Yes. And he did not, he was allowing her to speak, allowing her to voice her situation, and still was holding her accountable. So that's why I really, really, really liked this interview. I did. I said, wow, this is the Nick at Night one. I liked it. I love the way Nick handled it. But Tommy was not letting her ramble, not letting her play victim, but still letting her know she can voice all of her concerns for being a single mom and the tribulations of that. So this was chef's kiss to me. Let's skip forward just a little bit. We'll just dance around. And again, you guys go check out Tommy Sotomayor on Rumble. Let's see.
I grew up angry, so like I would just say some off the wall shit. Probably not
worse
even
than
really
what we've already heard you say. What did you say?
Like I told, well, I didn't actually know he was gonna fucking die, but I told this man I would, at least at that moment or close to. Anyway, I told this man I would spit on his grave. I told him I would spit on his dad's grave. Because like all the shit he was doing, I did genuinely develop a serious fucking hate for him, but I did genuinely still love him, if that makes sense. I don't know how to, maybe you can dissect that and maybe word what I'm trying to say. But
you grew up watching toxic relationships, and you believed that that's what love was being toxic. That's why your first words out of your mouth were some evil shit, because I've read some of the things that you've said, and I've watched you even in that video where you were there. You started off very calm talking to the white people, and then after that you was like, fuck that bitch, fuck that. Like you switched up really quick. And so there's something in you.
Yeah, because at that point I was angry because I already given my kids up. So once I was already hurt.
Let me stop you for a second. You can't keep using. You've been saying this since we got on. You can't keep using the excuses for why you go to the extreme, because if you excuse why you go to the extreme,
right.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm not saying like what I did was right. I was just like saying what my mindset at that time was.
Yes, but I'm trying to tell you, your mindset goes there a lot. If you have imagine if a guy says, well, she got me mad, that's why I punched her. And he's got 9 women that he's punched. He can't keep using that shit, I got mad, because after a while, you just want to do that. Just like the person who cheats, if they've cheated more than once, well, they just kind of want to do that. They're looking for excuses to do it now. It's not like it was an accident. They want to do it, and anything you do will make them justify it by saying, well, I wouldn't have done it unless. I wouldn't have done it unless. And you've said that a lot in here, that a lot of times you get to, whether it's talking to his mom, talking to him, talking to whoever it is, and you even said, I have a slick mouth when we started. So it is something when you say things like that, you're accepting the behavior and saying others should, because you said, yeah, I have a slick mouth, but they shouldn't do XYZ is what you said. They shouldn't put their hands on
So
you
yeah, it's pretty
because
much
you got a slick
saying,
mouth.
like I'm saying two wrongs. Like you're saying two wrongs don't make a right. So I'm saying they didn't fuck with me, so it gives me a reason to say some bullshit, and that's not right. That's what you're saying.
Yes, I'm trying to tell you, like you're asking
Okay, yeah,
everyone
I
else
can
to
definitely
have
agree with that.
restraint. Yeah, you're asking them to have restraint. Don't put your hands on me. You should never go there. But when you can tell a motherfucker, I'm gonna spit on your grave, fuck you, fuck your kid, like you can say the wildest shit. And what you're doing is trying to hurt them, just like when they physically put their hands on you, they're trying to hurt you. So that's what I mean by
Yeah.
toxic relationships, and that you believe that love is this expression in a toxic manner because you had a mom who you loved, who you said checked out early, toxic, who brought men around, allowed men around, men who were treating you bad, men who were raping you. She allowed them in the home after asking for the help. She didn't help get them out. And even now, I didn't hear you talk about, hey, look, even at this age, I need my mom to help. And your mom wasn't there to help you and say, let me take these kids off your hands. Since I didn't do it for you, let me at least help you with the kids, because I can see how I treated you bad has made you grow up to repeat the same thing that I did. That would be where the stoppage would be in the generational curse. Like if your kids got to your age and they now needed you, if you felt like because you were talking about how, well, we grew up, it was kind of fucked up. You said it was we didn't have a lot of money. You said it wasn't good. Well, if you think about where your children are right now, you have a 10 and 11-year-old that understands social media, and the social media says that mom was trying to get rid of them. They're not feeling good about that.
Pause, my beautiful. Pause.
Yeah.
Because he brought up a very good point right there. We are in the age of social media, and her oldest children are in the age of social media. So, girl, Tommy drags her for that smoke detector, not like maliciously, but he tells her,
No,
he's
he
like,
said, yeah, he's like, you're not good at picking up warnings because that smoke detector's warning you right now.
right. But her kids are seeing their mother go viral for not being, I don't want to say for not wanting them, because I don't think that's a full and accurate statement. But she's going viral um, because she was so overwhelmed that she needed help, that she was to her breaking point to drop them off at CPS. So they're going to school around people who know what's going on inside their family dynamic. And children can be, I'm not even going to say can be, children will be cruel because, like Tommy was explaining to her, basically hurt people hurt people. The reason why you say, I'm going to spit on your son's grave, or I'm going to spit on this person's grave, is because you want that person to hurt just like you hurt, you know? So
Exactly. And I like that he said that you're doing to your children what was done to you.
mhm.
Um, and we just can't rock with that. Um, yeah, it is purple. It is. Breaking the circle is hard. It is. It's easier to go back. It's easier to say, that's all I know. That's how I was raised. I was
Mhm.
listening to somebody earlier, and we'll get into that in the sector news, but I was listening to someone earlier and he was saying, well, that's how I was raised. Well, that's not a fucking excuse.
Mm-mm.
Once you become an adult and you venture out into the real world and you start getting some experience and some cultural experience and influence on you
And some wisdom from
and some wisdom on you, I mean, but we do have to hold the parents accountable, the grandparents accountable. This woman was clearly dealt a shifty hand
Mhm.
in life. But if she's dedicated with her LLC and her degrees, then baby, in 2 years we should see you on top of the world.
And
Because the
that's
way
what
you
And that's what the people were saying in the comments, because I'm a comment reader. And they were saying, hopefully, this date next year, she'll be coming back to Tommy's shows, showing what she's done with
Yeah,
her life.
I saw that in the comments too.
And it was interesting to me that Tommy offered her his services that he makes
Yeah,
people pay for. You
yeah,
know, a lot of people were giving him flack for it in the comments, like, you're just wanting to get in her pants and blah, 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 blah,
yeah,
blah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But, fair is fair. Tommy kinda has a history in that a little bit, fair is fair. But I really could tell in this situation, Tommy was sincere in how he handled her, and wanting to continue to try at least change her mindset
Mm-hmm,
so she can thrive because she is so young.
mm-hmm. Wilson, aka Reef, he brought up a good point right here. Loving two products of grape, aka rape. I don't know how one would deal with that. All that other stuff, just wow.
Mhm.
So, and y'all seen the movie Color Purple. Y'all know this is, and I told Kylie this yesterday because she called me. It's not uncommon and it's unfortunate.
Mhm.
It's not uncommon and it is very unfortunate. So we need, as much as she's going on press tours, as much as people are giving their uneducated opinion or maybe unexperienced opinion, this is a very, we need to have an open discussion about these situations. We really
Mhm.
do, on the fathers, the mothers, the grandparents, all the
And
adults involved.
and not online.
Yeah, and not online, not like
N
this,
No, we
not
need
like
to be
this.
sitting in our homes having these conversations with the people that we know and love.
Mhm,
The single mothers that are in our physical lives, right?
mhm,
Sitting down and having these conversations with them. Are you okay? Are you
mhm,
overwhelmed?
mhm,
Do you
mhm.
need some help? Do
Yeah,
you need me to come get these kids once a week? And again, you have said before, just because you're married sometimes doesn't mean you're not a single mother.
mhm,
Just
mhm,
because you have a man there doesn't always mean you're not a single mother
mhm,
or a single father.
mhm.
Because I don't want to leave them out either, because there are single fathers in the world. I was
Correct.
raised by one.
Yeah.
So those single parent households in your community, check in. Check
Mhm,
in. You good? What do you need? Do you need me to take these little it's summertime. Do you need me to
mhm,
take these crotch goblins to the park for you so you can
mhm,
sit here for a little while? Do you need me
mhm,
to come over and clean up for you?
mhm,
Whatever. You know,
mhm,
whatever.
mhm.
Be a friend like my friend over here and cook up a meal and walk it down to your neighbor's house because you know they're going through something and they need that assistance. I, we have two we use we utilize platforms. Again, I'm going back to when we first started Rising Transit Report. When are we going to get up from the table and walk out and do something? We can come back to the table and discuss the things that we did. But at some point, we got to get up and walk off and go do that due diligence, that duty, and then come back and sit and say, this is what I did. This is what worked, what didn't work, and go around the table again. But if we're just going to sit at the table and go around in a circular motion, what are we getting done? What the fuck are we getting done? Excuse me.
Let's play a little more. Forgive me. I'm sorry.
stripping because
Are
the
you
clubs
good?
down here ran dry. So I went stripping. I did. I didn't have no other choice. I couldn't think of nothing. And I'm not gonna lie, I had already got sucked into that fast money and that life of stripping. The fuck was that?
I think it was a fun.
Oh, so I'm sorry. So I already got sucked into that fast money. I didn't want to leave that fast money alone. So that's why I stripped, because the first 2 weeks when I started dancing, I cried. Once that fast money started coming, them tears sucked up real quick. Um But yeah, so I went to Florida or whatever. When I was in Florida, he was back here doing the same thing. He had a bitch, a bag, and a bottle. He done fucked himself up and overdosed.
Basically, online, people to go and harm him. Is that true? That this did happen? That there was an exchange of you asking people to go harm him?
No, so they're I mean, so it definitely looks like that on you know, on the thing, because I've seen the picture and stuff, and I don't mind, you know, dissecting that. So I was pissed because when I came back from Florida, he's like just trying to be weird as fuck. Like he wasn't trying to tell me how my son was. Mind you, we were talking the whole time I was in Florida. So he's just like just doing little stupid ass shit, and it was pissing me off.
Can't
So
go.
obviously I
this.
didn't really mean it, but you know, like I guess I would say like a fucked up figure of speech or whatever. It was just like pretty much like, damn, somebody come get this fucking man. Like, you know, but it was just like, you know, he's trying to keep me from my son or whatever. Somebody shoot this man before I do. Obviously, I didn't mean it or whatever.
Why
Now,
do
there
you
was
talk
this-
like that? Why do you go there? You go there when you get upset. Do you understand this? You go far
I black out a little
beyond.
bit. I do. I think I black out a little bit because once I get mad, it's because like I don't know. It's like once you keep doing some stupid ass shit to piss me off, it's like I black out. So now you.
But what makes you go
something
there
I'm
though?
to-
Like what makes you say, I gotta go past? I'm trying for a home run every time. It's just a single, but you're gonna try to round all the bases. Like you're trying to not be able to get back from that. Do you understand that some things that can be said? Have you ever been hurt by something someone said to you, like a family member or someone you love, and they said something that like was damn near devastating? You couldn't get over it. Every time you saw them, you heard what they said. It was that devastating that it just hurts.
I don't know. I feel like if I ever did, I can't really remember, or if I probably just tossed it off my shoulder or something. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure I got some stuff that's stuck in my head.
You must have, because in order for you to be the person who retaliates like that, it's because you believe you've either seen how it felt or you know how it felt. That's why you're going that far.
Yeah, and I definitely, like I said, I had a serious hatred from him. He just kept doing shit. So it was like with him, it was like after a while, I lost my patience. It was just like I don't know, like I don't know. Like I said, I'm not gonna make it seem like I didn't have a part, but I'm saying it was him that ultimately started it or whatever.
You were trying to become, I think, a nurse and work at a hospital, right?
Yeah. Well, I finished the class. Like I got my certification. I just got to get my license.
You can't work at no hospital.
I think I can because I'm not going to be able to empathize. So like because I really do care and I don't want to like see somebody, you know, I don't know. Like I feel like if I see some shit that's gonna hurt my feelings, like see somebody crying because you know they done lost their baby or something, it's gonna fuck me up for like maybe my whole shift. But once I leave out the hospital, I'm gonna be okay.
You know why you wouldn't be good in a hospital?
I don't know.
What do you call the people who come to the hospital? What are they called?
Fuck you. I am weak as fuck. You got me on that one.
I'll be here all week, but I'm glad you caught the joke. You don't have no patience.
But I already had the medical experience. So
when were you not the I'm gonna get you back?
But you know, and that literally 4 of them.
Oh, okay. Some were there. You said your daughter.
I'm sorry, it sounds fucked up. That's just the truth though.
No, I mean it's life. You said that just a second ago. I heard you, not a second, but earlier in the show, you talked about your children. You said that some were there. You said your daughter. How many are with you currently?
Right now, because I just dropped my son off to his, you know, his foster mom or whatever. So right now, I'm actually still with 4 of them.
Oh, okay.
And doesn't make sense to me. She still has 4 of them. We'll end off with Tommy right there again, and I'll put this back down. You guys go to Rumble and check out the whole interview in its entirety if you want to. Okay.
It was a good interview though. From start
It was
to finish,
a great interview. It was a great interview. But right there, she says, "Oh, I still have 4 of them." So you were on Naked Nights. You were on the radio station. You're on Facebook. You're headed over to the T sector. You've been here, there, everywhere. But you still have your kids with you. And she said, "Oh, I just dropped off 1." So what's really going on, Mama? Do you need help? Do you and maybe and CPS wouldn't take your kids? I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of holes in the story. And I hope, maybe Tommy can come back with her. Maybe he'll do another interview with the grandma and get on Reverend Faith's ass, you know.
That's
Um,
what I would love to see is him and Grandmama have this conversation because
I would too.
yes, she can pull that elder card on him, but not as heavy as she did with Neek. She can't
Yes,
pull that elder card as heavy with Tommy because Tommy is an elder himself in his right, and he is intelligent in his right. And
and
he
he's got
has
that psychology degree.
right, he has degrees just like she has to back up his mouthpiece.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm really looking forward to. I will just for a recap when we come back, I will take some notes um on the VS just because VS is part of the tri sector, the little
She is.
sectors.
She is.
And see how what she can pull out of the girl because VS is a good interviewer. We
Hmm.
don't talk about her a lot over here.
Hmm.
But she moves and grooves in her own right and in her own way. But when she does interviews, she is a great interviewer. So I'm interested to see if she can pull any new information out
Yeah.
or, anything like that. Because that part right there, the where we're leaving off, that she has 4, but the one the grandma is out here screaming about is not in her care. That's, mm,
Hmm.
odd.
It is. And to answer your question, Mod Scott, I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything about it. She did say one child needed SSI. I don't know which child.
Mm-mm.
So I'm not sure if that's the one that has special needs. I don't know. You've seen certificates on his wall, but never what they were for. She was bluffing. Uh-oh, here comes Kai Kai. And Kai Kai had some words for CPS mom yesterday on our phone call. She did. She was bluffing to get dad's attention. It went viral. It went viral. That's what Kai Kai's saying, y'all.
I could see that point of view because she was in her initial, I don't want to go all the way back to her first on the way to CPS office video. If you didn't see it, we played it yesterday.
Hmm.
But in that conversation she was having with the public before she even got to CPS, it sounded like she wanted the dads to see this, or she wanted someone who knew the dads to see this to be like, hey, you need to get your baby mom because she out here wilding. She about to go drop your kids off at CPS. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um,
Hey,
so
T
I could see
Blizzy.
that aspect. I could see it.
Hmm.
Hey,
Me
T
too.
Black. I could see it.
And again, that's kind of what I started off with yesterday is the things people will do, the links people will go for
Mhm.
notoriety, for going viral, for seeking attention from others. That's what it is. Just seeking attention from others.
Yeah.
The links people will go to. Well, that doesn't stop where my prayers are going.
No.
Still sprinkling all through that situation. And then for me, I got to keep it pushing. Will I be keeping an ear out to see if, something comes out of this, the kids, blah, blah, blah? Yes. Um, Over here on the C.C.C. podcast, we're not going to give her too much attention until we start seeing some help, some growth, some action behind the words. We don't
Mhm.
just let people blow smoke up our ass and we take it at face value. That's not what we do over here. We're concerned about those children and we're concerned about the mother as well. Don't get it
Mhm.
twisted, y'all. But the
And the
priority right now
community
is the
that is
kids.
watching and the community that's watching,
Yes.
solutions, find solutions when you have these types of problems. If you know you have a lot of kids, find solutions when you're I have a break squad, okay? I
Yes.
made sure of that.
Yes.
Even if some have to go here, some have to go there, but I can get it 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's,
Hmm.
and
Listen,
please don't
come
be
get these kids.
mismanaging your pussy. Come
quit
get them.
quit mismanaging your pom pom, ladies. And I know where's the fathers? Where's the fathers? Well, we're the ones that are stuck growing these babies for 10 months, all the because it can be life-threatening. Pregnancy can be life-threatening. So some women are risking their lives for some deadbeat Negroes or deadbeat people, deadbeat men.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not worth it. Only for you to not only risk your life during pregnancy and delivery, but then to struggle and suffer after the child's born. That's not love. Y'all have got to separate physical attraction and love. Busting a nut does not mean love. That's it. And these niggas will bust a nut to a goat.
Oh God.
Okay?
Okay. She
Meaning
mentioned
they'll fuck anything. There's some high value men that have standards, and
this
but they
ain't
over
it.
there, they over there raising their kids and taking care of us. These little bum niggas that ain't doing shit. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Because women, you get the short end of the stick when you pick a deadbeat father.
You do.
That's it.
You do.
You get the short end of the stick.
You
And then
get
you're stuck with a 5-year-old. She said she has 11, 10, 5, and she said the twins were 2 on Tommy's show. That's what she said on Tommy's show, friends. She said the twins were 2.
I thought
So
they
are
were
they
3.
3? Are they 2? Are they this? Are they that? There's just so many holes in
There's
that
his Swiss
story.
cheese at this point. It's Swiss cheese at this point. I'm over it. Again,
Yeah.
sending
We're moving
prayers
on.
and blessings to the children. I hope
Yeah.
the mother finds some healing. Maybe Tommy can give it to you because you were open and willing to have these open conversations with Tommy. Tommy was where you felt the most comfortable with. So please take your blessings where they're at. You've got all of these deals, but it's Swiss cheese. We gotta go. We
Yeah,
gotta
we
go.
gotta go. Okay, all aboard. This train is keep on rolling. Let me stop. This train is riding. Let's go.
And after this commercial break, we will be back with some
Some
free
fuckery. We got some. I'm back here growing.
Shout
I
out
need
to
to start
Foodie
looking at the
P.
timer. Yeah, shout out to Fundy Thing. Oh, she made some new wine. I was
She
on
did.
her. I was looking on her TikTok. She made some new wine out of some flowers, some mimosa flowers. I said, Fundy, you need to stop playing with folks, okay?
And she was over there making jams and jellies and all kind of stuff out of roses. And I said, "Look, I see you, Homestead Mama."
Oh, yeah, she is. Homestead Mama. For any tips and tricks, take your butt to Fundy Fee. Shout out to Master
Period.
Fundy Fee. T Black said he's never been that thirsty. You must be a high value man, T Black.
How you,
And we
man?
was talking about you yesterday. We know you're one of the single men in the sectors. Will you be signing up for the what is it? Something for the
For
love
the
of
love
Brooke?
of Brooke.
For the love of Brooke in the beef sector?
For the love of Brooke. So I got, yesterday, since we're right there at the For Love of Brooke, I went to Buddy's show. Okay. And when we found out that the whole debacle with Melly Mel, right?
Yeah,
Because first we
yeah.
were like, Buddy could be it. And I was like, well, I kind of think him and Melly Mel got a thing going on, right?
Yes.
So yeah, let's not put him in that because Buddy already be having motherfucking problems as it is. And
Yeah.
if God ain't great, we go to the show and Melly Mel acting a fool, talking about she want her money back.
She wanted it back for her mod wrench, right? That's what
Girl,
she was. She said, "I'm gonna send a request for my mod. Mod sticks don't get refunds, sweetheart.
no man.
You don't get. We don't do refund. I mean, this I've never heard of that.
No.
Um,
So
you know,
my nothing ass, I hopped down in the chat. I'm like, ooh, Buddy's single. I said, so does this mean Buddy we want to know, is Buddy gonna join For the Love of Brooke? I had to ask it twice because it was a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot going on in the moment, so I had to ask twice. But Miss Tony Montana came back and told me, hell no, Buddy will
Oh,
not be participating.
Oh, okay, okay.
She even went on to say that Brooke is still married and she's a freaking liar. So
Oh
we'll see
yeah,
how this goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm
right,
curious.
right. And then hold on. Not only did that pop off, he had Skoka hit the panel defending him. Now, mind you, Skoka is his ex, or I don't know if they were like legit. They were just kind of playing
Right.
around. But she hit the panel like, hell no. Then you got Tony Montana in the chat like, nah, bitch, nah. So
Right.
Buddy got it going on over there.
Buddy got it going on over there. Okay.
He got
Period.
it going on over there. Not the exes dragging
Period.
the other ex. I said, what is going on? Days. What's Lady Law's
Days
back
of
at
our lives.
Days of Our
Mhm.
Lives. I said, oh my
And this
goodness.
is speaking of Lady Law, Melly Mel even went on to say she was gonna stab Lady Law
No,
up. Like what?
that's what I guess that's what started her Melly Mel one because I don't even know who Melly Mel is. I don't
I
even know if
don't
I've seen
either.
her in a chat.
I've seen
Um,
her sitting on the panel before. With
oh, see,
yeah.
I don't think I have. But she was her and Lady Law got into a tiff. I'm not sure about the details of that. But that's why she went to Buddy, was like, I want, give me my rent money back or
Mhm.
something, and I'm stabbing Lady Law. And what we all know, Lady Law got that thing on her. So why would you threaten a knife to a gunfight? That don't even sound
I
that
don't
don't
think
sound safe,
think
Melly
she
Mel.
rewound Lady Law's, YouTube playback history. I don't think
Mm,
she did
mm,
any of
mm,
that
mm.
research because, if you go threaten her, you at least got to come with the same thing.
For the love of Bree. Oh, it's gonna be a summer. It's going to
Oh, Lord.
it's going to be a summer.
Summer, summer,
Oh
summertime.
boy.
Hmm.
Exactly. A soldier. Thank you, T Black. Why do people forget that? This lady is trained to kill. Okay? And you talking about I'm gonna stab you. Bitch.
Okay. She was
Okay.
trained in hand-to-hand combat. Like, what are we doing here? Okay.
What are we doing here?
Just
Trained
because
to
she was
kill.
in the kitchen doesn't mean she didn't have to go through the training first. Okay? Period. Just because she wasn't like y'all get things so weird and twisted and confused. I don't know.
504, you want to hit the link? She got the tea. You
Oh,
know
I was
504
supposed
got the
to
tea.
I forgot to send this
Oh, our
to the
co-host.
captain. Yeah.
Oops. He be
Let's
all right.
see.
He's still look, he barely waking up. He be all right. Do you want to if you want to hit the link real quick and give us the scoop? Reef said I troll for Lady Law. I know that's right. But she said she was drunk and came for Law. At first, Law wasn't saying anything to her, but she wouldn't stop talking.
I remember that I was in the bushes because I was like, "Ooh, what's going on?" And Law was like, "I'm not even talking to you, ma'am." And Belly was like, "No, fuck it." And Law was like, Are you sure you want to go there?"
Child, you're talking who? This is one of Buddy Lee's ex girls. She goes by the name Melly Mel. Like I said,
Well,
I don't know her. Hey, Will Intensive, Will I am. Ooh, we.
okay, I
Oh, we
dropped
gonna
the
get
link
into it.
too.
Robzilla. Hi, Robzilla. I didn't shout you out because we was playing Tommy. But hey, Rob, thank you for being here. Everybody that's here, please hit the up like, whether you're
Thank
coming or
you.
going or whatever. Like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get in the algorithm. We're trying to do some things over here. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
exactly. I'm old. I ain't going out like that.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna have sights on you before you even know it. We're gonna get into it, y'all.
So
We're
we
gonna get
have
into it.
so now we have For the Love of Brooke and we have the For the Love of Big Sexy. Okay. This
Don't
is getting Beef Sector gets weird to me. Beef Sector gets really weird to me. It's like because they're always in a pissing match. Like I
Good
can do it
morning.
better than you. Rich Rice.
Grand
Good
Rising.
morning.
Richard,
Wow, yeah, turn that
you're a
mic
little,
down. Damn, nigga.
you're a little.
What are you
We
talking about?
not
This is
here.
always
Salty came up here ready to pour the salt this rising, okay? And he came in on time. Look at it. Came in right
Right.
at Black Sexy
Yes.
News.
what's going on? What's the topic?
Well, we're gonna get into it. Okay. Oh, I also have something else. Faith Mills. Okay, cool. I'll do that.
Also, since we're still at the Buddy Show, what also happened, Joe Uncool, because you know there's like 2 or 3 Joes. Joe Uncool was in like a scandal of some sorts with a white girl, something with a white girl and a peeling pleather couch and sexual activity on the couch. Like it was weird. It was weird.
Oh
I don't know.
boy.
And there was video footage of Joe's house, and it was y'all gonna have to go
What?
to his show from
So,
yesterday if you want to see that.
so,
It was
so he fucked a white girl, and then she made a recording of his house. What's weird
no,
about that?
he was recording his own house. No one recorded his house
Okay.
of him. He recorded his own house. No, it
Yeah,
was
what's wrong
just like nothing was wrong. Nothing is wrong with it. It was just weird. The
Mhm.
timing of it all was weird. The story that went with the peeling pleather couch in the living room that was not really clean was weird to me. Like, you want me to be real? Because I'm not even upset at Joe Uncool because that's a man. Men do it, men don't care about those types of things. They do, but
No,
they
there's
don't.
some men. There's some men that enjoy a clean
I'm more
environment.
concerned as to why she was okay with that. That's what my concern was like, why are we
Listen,
giving head on a peeling pleather couch, sleeping on the couch? What is going on?
As a man, I can speak on that.
please do. Please do.
Oh, okay. So it's possible that they could have fucked a few times before then. And there's something I read recently, and I even asked a woman, and she's like, "Yeah, that's pretty much it." Basically, what I read was it said, "Oh no, actually, a woman said it, and she said if you're packing, then you could get away with a lot." So a lot of women will. It's the same thing with dudes. If she pretty enough and them titties is big enough and that ass is jiggly enough, yeah, nigga might go over there and fuck a bitch who got a mattress on the fucking floor and clothes all over the place. If she fine enough, it could work the same way with women. Some women are just down to do that if the sex is good enough or if they look fine enough. So if you're pretty enough, if they think you're pretty enough, you get a pass.
Okay,
That's gross.
I can dig it. I
That's
can.
gross. I'd rather be with an ugly Negro who's got hygiene, who's got their life together. I don't know. I'd rather be with an ugly motherfucker than a cute motherfucker who ain't got shit going. That's just me though.
If they got their own place, it seemed like they got their life.
No, not really. Well, see, I'm old. I'm grown. I'm 40. Having your own place is not a flex. You know what I'm saying?
For most people these days, in today's society, it is a flex. You got motherfuckers living in their mama's basement still, living with relatives, 30s, 40s. Nah, these days. Oh yeah, no, that's most definitely a flex. These days. Don't get me wrong. I understand where you're coming from. To me, it's not a flex. However, I see why so many other people could see that it's a flex. Oh, okay. Well, at least you got your own place. A lot of these niggas is in their 30s and 40s and still got to live with family members because they either too lazy to get a job or too stupid to get one to where it pays them enough to afford their own place.
But hold on. Don't we also have the same conversation that women need to choose better men? So a man, just because a man has a place, don't make him a better man, right?
Makes him better than a lot of these Pookies, Ray Rays, and Lamars out here.
No, because there's some Pookie and Ray Rays and Lamars that have their own
place.
Right.
Right. So
I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm just saying like if we're gonna tell women steer clear from dirty homes, right?
Yeah, I think that falls under the realm of when women say, okay, I don't have a problem building a man up as long as he got quote unquote potential, which is basically the male equivalent of saying, yeah, my girl gotta have tight pussy. I just ain't trying to fuck though.
yeah, they can have potential, meaning they can have the potential to make a whole bunch of money, meaning, yeah, at least they got their own place. I can work with that. So if you're a woman who feels like she needs to work with a man and build him up, yeah, you probably one of them dumbasses who, oh, yeah, you needed to choose better. You shouldn't have let that nigga jizz your guts.
Yep. And there's, we won't get into that because we got sector news, because we could spend all day about, poor coochie choosement, poor penis choosement. I mean, we can get into this all day, but we're here for some fuckery. We're going to get into this motherfucking sector news. I see y'all. Hold on. Let me address my hubby in the chat. Hubby's telling Robzilla to go look at Ashay Divine's wall. Ashay deactivated her channel, y'all. Yeah. So her community wall is null and void unless she reactivated.
Did she show her ass again?
No,
no, just the
literally.
live she did yesterday. Yeah, not literally. But just the live she did yesterday. I'm not sure. But then her husband, because he says they're still legally married. Her husband says he did a live and he says, hey, hold on. Have you told people this? Have you told people that? She was playing recordings of him talking crazy about his child or to his child, telling the child, shut the fuck up, or just talking crazy. And he said, no, I wasn't talking to my child, Cynthia. I was talking to you. He was like, I want you to play it from beginning to end. So it was ugly. If you did not catch Ashay Divine's live yesterday, like we predicted, it was going to be ugly. She dragged the mom. She said, fuck your mom, fuck your family, fuck this, fuck you, the kids, this. She got ugly yesterday. Jake struck her. Is that what happened? 504, get your ass on this panel, girl. Let me share this link with 504. Get your ass on this panel because she be 504 be everywhere. That's why we enjoy having her as a mod. Yes, baby. We hear you. Get your ass up here. You caught the live, hubby. I know you did.
Does what she, okay, if Jake is telling the truth and she didn't play the entire recording, which supposedly can prove that he was talking to her, this all under, you know what I'm saying? Men get
oh no, you're cutting out now.
Like, no, it turns out he was actually talking to you that way, and look at how you talking to him right now. So it's like, if that's that's all you need to make him look bad. All there. Once again, trying to use children to weaponizing children. Like, come on, man.
Yes. You cut out a little bit, but I did hear that. Yes, weaponizing children. You can't right now. I mean, okay. 504. Well, just keep us updated in the chat, baby. Oh, good. I hope they're there to fix what they needed to fix. Okay, so Jake ends up going live, and he doesn't get very ugly. He just kind of says, he debunks what she says. He ends up blasting some personal information about her father, but that's something that was already brought out. If you're familiar with Ashay Divine, aka Cynthia Rose, you know that her and Jazzy have a history. Jazzy didn't jump off the porch yet, but she's on her community wall, giving us her thoughts and opinions. But Jazzy has already kind of exposed some of the stuff with Ashay Divine, her father, the stuff like that. For y'all that don't know, Cynthia Rose's father was married. This is the story. I don't have the facts. I don't have the court documents, but this is the story. Cynthia Rose's father is incarcerated for life because he murdered his side chick. The side chick didn't know he was was married to Ashay's mom. Once she found out, she tried to end the relationship. The dad stabbed her 20 times, slit her throat, and then turned around and confessed to the police to the crime. So Jake brought that up. Jake said, you've got all this smoke for me. You got all this smoke for Ghost, her other baby dad. He said, but what about your father? Okay. So it's getting ugly. And for Ashay to deactivate, this isn't the first time she deactivates quite a bit. But she always comes right back salt dropped. I think his signal might have dropped. But so it's ugly, guys. And we said this yesterday. This stuff can get ugly. And we don't like that. Y'all know how I am. Yeah, I might talk a little shit, but I don't like all that ugliness. Jake saying that Ashay started with him. Ashay saying, no, you started with me. But if you go and listen to Jake's live, he's like, no. You stood up for Sweet Vampy when I was dragging her. He said, hey, when VS hit your link, you brought, and she brought me up. You said he better not ever say anything. Salt's back. So they just have a tit for tat. The only thing that was news to me, and that's GX's baby girl. That's Baba's baby girl. Well, you know what was interesting is Baba went live on top of Cynthia. So Cynthia went live to go do her ones and twos, and Baba went live on top of her. So what kind of support is this?
And it wasn't even about that. He was calling for somebody in
Yeah.
the beef sector.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She
Here
said
I
she'll be
thought,
back in 7 days. He struck the picture on her community wall. Because they have been battling on the community walls for a little bit, and she did go off. I didn't know his government name. She did blast that, so I'll say Docs. But so
and
is
the
Jake,
address, and the
and the address,
to his
and
mama
then
house.
to his
Didn't she
mama's
say that
house.
nigga live with his mom?
She said they
Yes.
fucked on the mama's couch, and I'm confused. Like, if he's a porn star, why he don't have a whole setup to be
See,
fucking his wife?
that's what I'm talking about. Other nigga in their 30s or 40s out here still living with their parents, but you getting married, fucking on your mama's couch. It's like
Isn't that a song? Fucking on
in the
your mama's
house on the
couch.
couch in your parents' bedroom. Yeah, that's a song.
That's a song. Okay.
Of course, Salt knows the song. I ain't never heard that damn song.
Exactly. I mean, well, anyway,
Anyway.
yeah, it's just fucking stupid, ladies. At the very least, get with a nigga who got his own fucking spot. Fuck potential. Like get real time fucking get real time action going. Not if they have potential. No. Fuck potential. You need to wait until they have realized potential. Because all these dudes who still living with family members, especially women family members and shit like their mom and shit like that, guess what? They spent their whole life manipulating and learning how to talk to their mom. That's why they know how to talk to women and treat the women's good. That's why they was able to fool your dumb ass. So yeah, if they real cool with their mom like that, guess what? Their mom had more influence over them than you. So their mom know how to control them, you don't. If their mom emasculated them, guess what? When it comes time to argue, they gonna cuss your motherfucking ass out. Cause guess what? Their mom used to talk to them the same way, but you ain't their mom. So any one of y'all getting fucked over by these men who still living with family, still living with mamas and shit like that, you get exactly what the fuck you deserve. Because you so goddamn smart, you should have been smart enough to see through this bullshit. Shout out to Jake Banger.
Shout out to
Jake
Jake
Banger.
Banger. What?
Facts.
I don't know about that, bro. Because
Ew.
this rising, preparing for the show and just making sure there wasn't anything extra to add to this story, like, crazy things happen. I call them troll accounts, popped up from 2 years ago where but Jake said this rising happy, or the other day maybe, happy 2-year anniversary. But YouTube literally has clips from 2 years ago where they're exposing each other. They're doing exactly what they're doing now. So it's just
It has been that long? Because I thought they
Yes.
divorced last year.
There's a
And yet-
whole troll page called Cynthia Should Divorce That Man.
oh my
Like
God.
it's and it dates back 2 years ago, and it's all text message threads. That's all that it is.
Well, I remember because Jake comes out and he says, we've had an open marriage. Meaning I go sleep with other people, you go sleep with other people. Then he starts talking about she had sex with a married man in front of the wife. But if you guys had an open marriage and the wife was there, what's the crime? So
Because she didn't do that with him first. That was his problem. It made him mad because that was his explanation to the voice recording of him saying he would smack the shit out of her or something like that. He explained that's why he told her, "I'll smack the shit out you," or "I should smack," something of that nature, because she had just told him, that she slept with a married man in front of his wife, and he was upset because he didn't get to experience that with her first. Then she go and do, But when you have when both of y'all can fuck out of both pant legs, what boundary can you set, really, realistically?
I don't get it. What do you mean he had a problem? Like he wanted some woman to sleep with him first? Is that what you mean?
Yo, and shout out to Jake Banger. Go ask him. You giving him props. Go ask him.
Well, no, because Godmomma said he wanted that first. I'm getting it confused. That's why I'm asking her, Lurker. So yeah, so
we don't know.
He wanted to sleep with him in front of Ashay.
I'm it can go either way because he didn't clarify that. He just said, hell yeah, I told the bitch I'll smack her upside her head because she didn't do that with me first. Those were his exact words. So I don't know if he meant like him having sex with someone and Ashay watching, or him and Ashay having sex and a man having I don't know. I don't know.
That could have been it. Voyeurism is real big. That could have been it.
It is. Hey, Lion Pelt. It is.
Yeah,
it is. And that's what it sounded like their whole marriage was based off of, was voyeurism. Because he said they only met up twice in real life. So I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Shout out to them. So y'all, if y'all want to, I'm pretty sure this is not over because Jazzy has had something to say. She's been tearing the community wall up, honey. And we said this yesterday that Jazzy may pop out. Okay. My Outlaws may pop out. Ghost may pop out. But Jazzy definitely popped out and she had a lot to say on her community wall. Basically just, saying, we've been told y'all this, everything that everyone said about Cynthia Ashay, now you're finding out that it was true, that she was the abusive one. I can't say who was or who wasn't. I wasn't in the relationship, nor did I follow their relationship that heavy. But, she even pointed out that, Jake Banger validated what Ghost was saying all those years ago, that, Cynthia lied on him, saying that he abused the kids and this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
So listen, that's gonna get spicy.
I have something I want to play real quick from Jake's live, but it's just an audio. So this was interesting to me. And if a man were to tell me this, I would be, I don't know, I'd be beside myself. But I want to play this real quick. So just bear with me and let me know if you guys can hear it okay. Oh, wait, I have to turn my volume up. Hold on. I'm sorry, give me a sec. Okay, here we go.
You can't really prove that you married like that, because I don't think you married like that. I think you live alone in that apartment with your kids, with no furniture. That's why the echo is so loud in there. Yeah, while you talking shit. And let's get into some of the bullshit she says. First of all, when she said, oh, he asked me to move me and my kids in with him, no, I didn't. What I said was, if you didn't have your kids, we would, you could move in with me. She said, yeah, but I got my kids. Cool. So she was like, look for a place. I told her to look for a place because I don't have time to look for a place. I'm working, I'm doing other things, you know what I'm saying?
So you're marrying a woman with children and she's saying, hey, let's find a place so we can, that's what you're supposed to do. And he said, I don't have time.
He's working and doing this, you know what I'm saying?
She can move in, but not the kids.
Right.
That's a
red flag. Amen. Yeah. Come on now.
You can move in, but not the kids. And I can't help you look for a place. I'm busy. Maybe what?
Maybe he didn't want that kind of baggage. Which, I mean, to be realistic, if she has kids, they come with her,
Right.
But maybe that was his state of mind. Which, I mean, after fucking porn star, like, did she expect it to be a normal relationship? Did she expect him to want normal things?
That's what my question was. What did she expect out of marrying someone that goes by the handle Jake Bang Her?
Oh, and someone that promotes their own Twitter like that. I mean, hey, if that's the business that you're in, it is. And maybe he was just like, hey, you can move in, but I got stuff going on here and I don't need your kids around it. If you want to go get your own spot, that's fine. I don't have time for it.
Right.
Y'all just quit. Y'all choose better or don't. Or
Or
don't.
don't.
Keep bringing
This
it to YouTube, and we'll keep discussing it.
And we'll keep talking about it.
Mhm.
Period.
Keep
this is why a
going.
lot, and I think I've said this before. This is why a lot of relationships fail. Uncommunicated expectations. Oh, we're getting married. I guess we're gonna move in together. You can move in, but not your kids, bitch. Like that's basically what the fuck happened. Like, oh, why
Right.
did y'all talk about that beforehand before you fucking put a ring on her finger? Or it's just, oh, I'll break the news to her once we, marry down the line a couple months. That's just
Right.
stupid. And yes, choose the fuck better.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Choose better. And people are
Hey,
just
Vicky.
it's a my I'm not getting comments over. Oh, okay. Hey Vicky.
It's real slow. So I keep
Okay.
having to close out and
StreamYard's
come back.
yeah, StreamYard's cutting up over here. Um, it's unfortunate, but it's almost a pandemic of like lonely people. And I don't know what to tell them. It's just eh, go outside. Go like if you don't even like being alone with yourself, what makes you think somebody else is gonna want to be alone with you? I don't know. So
You don't know what to tell them.
I don't know what to tell them, Salt, because even if I do say, "Hey, choose better," it's like, for what, bitch?
I know what to tell them. Stop comparing your relationship and your life to other people and get the fuck off of social media and better yourself.
There you go. There you go. Salt knows what to tell them. Well,
Yeah,
Salt, do
because
you?
how many of these women? How many stories have you heard of women and men seeing other couples online and saying, look, these people are going to Dubai. Let's go to Dubai. Look, these people are going to Cancun. Let's go to Cancun. It's like, why are you worried about what the fuck it is they're doing? They are,
Mhm.
all this shit is manufactured. You think they were smiling the entire time they was there? Like cameras,
Right.
like people need to be told to smile during pictures sometimes. Still in this day and age, it's like, no, this shit is fucking manufactured. Quit wanting the lives that other people for 90% of the time are making up. A lot of these women who are going on these trips, they had to fuck to get on that boat. A lot of these men, they had their homeboys party who actually got it going on like that as far as financially. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's stupid. It's like quit trying to live a life that you can't afford. Live to your means. Don't live outside of your means. Like
There you
be
go.
real with yourself. Have a conversation with yourself. Because
There you
most people
go.
can't do that. They're just living in delusion. And other people are reinforcing those delusions. They ain't your friends. They ain't your real family.
That's right. That's right. Facts. And yeah, just trying to live up to the keep up with the Joneses. That's a pandemic within itself. All right, well, let's move on because that was a lot with Cynthia and Jake, and I hope they figure it out. And shout out to both of them. And this train's gonna keep on rolling.
It was really a
This
lot,
shit gonna keep
friend.
getting
But
ugly.
it's
Hope
It
gonna
they
is.
work
keep
it out.
getting
Nah,
rough.
we got a couple more months of this at the very least, at least 90 days.
Yeah. Yeah, because Baba hasn't even spoke on like what's really going on. He's kind of deflected. Um, so I'm interested to see how he's gonna handle this because that's his baby girl.
Man, that nigga
Well,
worried about his blood pressure and staying out the hospital. He ain't worried about her.
well, Cynthia said that he told her, um, "Don't do it, don't do it." He said Cynthia said that Baba told her, "Hey, just lay low, don't do it, don't do it," and she did it anyways. She said that Baba saved Jake for a couple years because she would have been on his ass. So yes, you
Hmm.
might be right. She got struck. 504 said she'll be back in 7 days, and we'll be back too. We'll be back to catch up with that. Moving on into the sector. Besides Jazzy hopping off out the porch, shout out to Jazzy. She's having a wedding this year. Uh,
Hmm.
Speak nothing but positivity and life into it. And Jazzy made a post, and I had to absolutely agree with it. She said people are, confused why she's been engaged for 2 years. She said, first of all, we're getting to know each other. We're getting to know each other's families. We're making sure that we're compatible. We're making sure. And I said, I know that's right, Jazzy. You take your time. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is.
Exactly.
I won't say it's long overdue. It's right on time. So salute to you, Jazzy.
And
I
if
be
you and
lurking.
I've listened to her story and how they met and how she really wasn't looking for someone and he worked in the school and it just kind of flowed together. So if it
Good.
takes her 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, take your time because we have literally just segued out of two conversations where women didn't take their time women didn't choose wisely, you know. So please take your time. Take all the time you need.
Honestly, as far as marriage goes, at the very least, you should be with that person, or at the very least, you should be living with that person for 2 years. Get engaged at some point after 2 years, but not after 5 years. Between 2 to 5
Right.
years is good. If it's 5 years and past that, nah, that's half a decade. That's a little too long. Y'all should know each other's ins and outs. Y'all should know what each other don't like by then. So honestly, anybody who's ever told her, and this isn't even no shot at anybody who's ever told her, what's taking you so long to get married? They're not that smart. You shouldn't talk with that person that much anymore. What's taking 2 years? 2 years is a long time. Really? 2 years? We've known we've met people who have gotten married after a year, got divorced 6 months later, and now all of a sudden their finances are in disarray. They got to spend 18 years with this person, all type of shit. It's like, no, at the very 2 years, 2 years, that's the minimum. The max is 5.
Yeah. Because there are circumstances that come up, maybe college. Okay, so you guys get engaged in college and then you wait till graduation. Okay, I understand that length of time. Totally get it.
Right.
But I
That's if
agree.
you're young, though.
Let's not rush into anything, people. There's time.
Yeah.
There's time to get to know people. And that goes with kids too. You don't have to have kids right away just because you love this man. And you don't have to go knock her up because you're scared she's gonna leave you because you ain't shit.
Right. Or you don't have
Okay?
to hurry up and run and introduce your children to this man. You know, it takes time. It takes time because we like to bash mamas and what they choose to do after the fact. So if she, had just met this man and she's talking about, oh, we've known each other for 5 months and we're getting married. He knows the kids. He does this. They'd be out here losing their mind. So let's not play that game. So let the lady do what the lady do. She has
Yep.
moved
Right. Shout
far
out to
and
Jasmine
she's
G. She deserves it.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
We have a lot of testimonies in this sector.
Yeah, we do.
MU, she, we brought her. She popped in yesterday, and then she went live with her body positivity. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? And I kind of agreed that it could kind of be a dangerous thing, if on both sides, either overweight or underweight. It can be dangerous to not just be honest with yourself.
Right.
Not with anybody else says, right? With yourself.
And listen, if you're happy with where you're at, just then be that. Okay. You don't have to be. Listen, I was a size 2 for majority of my life. It wasn't until I got into my late 30s that I started putting on some weight. I love my weight so much. I go to the doctor. He's like, you're charting a little high. Well, I don't give a fuck because I feel great and I like what I see. Okay.
Right.
I like my little jiggle. I don't want to get to the point where I've got rolls and stomach ain't where stomach's supposed to be. I don't want to get to that part, but I'm happy with with what I've got. So if you're happy with you and you've got your confidence, then that to me is body positivity. I don't people kept health. First of all, America's not healthy at all. We're doing injections, like people are taking Ozempic like it's nobody's business. You know what I'm saying? We got people popping all kinds of collagen and and we don't have the side effects of that shit yet. People are putting Botox in their fucking face, and some ladies are coming around with a droopy eye because the Botox was bad or expired. Then we've got just stop. Okay, if you're fat and you're happy and you're skinny and you're happy, that's body positivity to me. Okay, that's it. If you're fucking happy with your obesity or your underweightness or your moderated at self, whatever, be happy.
Yeah.
Quit comparing yourself to everybody, like Salt was saying. Like, stop looking at these other people online as your measurement of happiness. Whether it's your relationship, your body, your spiritualness, we talk about this all the time. Pick up your discernment, y'all. Trust yourself. Quit looking to others Look to
Right.
yourself, look to your spirit guides, look to whatever beliefs you have. Take your butt outside, go to a park, go sit with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I know that's hard
I
for people.
say,
Well, go ahead.
go ahead.
Well, I was going to say a lot of people get so caught up, like even when you're spending time alone, you're not alone because you're on your phone or you're on this and that. Put that shit down and really just be with yourself.
Yeah.
That's why Godmomma, 504, Kylie, that's why we do fasting. So we
Mhm.
can put that stuff away and recenter ourselves so that way we can love ourselves or fix what we don't love.
Mhm. Absolutely. Yeah. It's more than just a health thing. It's a spiritual health thing, and it doesn't matter the religion. It's just a spiritual health thing. Just back away. But I did like how
I
in
think
the show they did give I think his name was Spade, right? He came up there with a testimony of how he was a larger man and unhealthy and now he's, losing weight and getting himself healthier so and what he did and so I appreciated that. Again, like you said earlier in the show, I would like for her to do a part 2
Mm-hmm.
and maybe get deeper into that
Mm-hmm.
side
Yeah, for sure.
of, you know,
Yeah.
food
Because there's,
addiction because they were hitting some really good points over there that
yeah.
there's chemicals in the food and how you become addicted to the chemicals and, so it was
Autoimmune
really
disease,
Mhm,
medications that you take, all of these things play a factor into your weight. Women
mhm,
suffer with PCOS. Women suffer with, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to take away from the men, but women have some hormone regulations that can cause weight gain. Um, but that doesn't mean you're not healthy and you don't have to be a size 2 to be happy with yourself. Bitch, if you're a size 8, be happy. If you're a size 14, be happy.
right.
If you're able to get up and walk, if you're able
well,
if you're healthy, you know, that's it. Okay,
well,
yes, she said
not
she is
not
going to
not
do
to
a part
mention
2. Good job. Okay,
Fabulous.
not
we'll
not
be
not
there
to
with you.
mention not to mention it's much harder for women to lose weight because, well, let's
Mhm.
face it, you guys are the baby makers. Your fat is
That's right.
actually stronger than male fat, so it's harder for you to lose it. Number one.
Mhm,
Number two, I say, okay, if you want to, if you want to have body positivity, that's all. That's fine as long as you're happy with yourself. However, I say you also have to be fairly. You have to stay grounded in reality in a fair way because I've seen people who are over and underweight. People will talk to them about their health issues and they will say you're body shaming. No, that's not body shaming. You could be fat and be twenty and still be super fucking unhealthy. Just because you're happy with the way you look doesn't mean you're not going to die with a heart attack in like 2 months from now. So the girl, I don't think she did it as trolling, but she did it to prove a point. She took several overweight YouTubers who were all about body positivity. This is how my life is going now. This, and that. And then she showed the time of their death. All of them had died within months to close to a year to two after they had made those videos. So it's like, I'm glad, happy, and you don't hate the way you look. However, just like this shit that's going on in your body that you cannot see, that you have to go to the doctor and they will tell you you need to lose weight because otherwise this can happen. Diabetes is a big fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Heart disease,
it
a
is.
big fucking problem. Love
It
Well,
is.
yourself, but be
thin
aware of
people have
yourself.
those problems too. Thin people have those
Absolutely.
problems too.
Mhm.
I used to work when I was bartending. I used to have a kid. His name is Matthew. Miss you, Matt. Wonderful kid.
You are a
He
bartender.
was young. Yeah, I was a bartender. Yeah.
I could totally see that.
Back in
I
my
could see
younger
that.
days. Yes, I was slinging some drinks. I waited tables. I bartended. Come on, college life type stuff, and just trying to make some money. Instead of stripping, I bartended. But
Mhm.
this guy Matt, he was 22. He had a heart attack, but it was because he was starving himself. He was like one of those workout people, and
Mhm.
he had a fucking heart attack because he was taking all these pre-workouts and he was trying to count calories and he wasn't getting enough body fat. His kidneys started
Mhm.
shutting down. So I don't want to just say you're fat, you're unhealthy, you have diabetes.
Right.
There's some young, skinny people. There's people that are bulimic. They have
Yes.
heart failure.
Mm-hmm.
You have kidney failure. So that's why I said, as long as you're healthy, if you're healthy at a size 2, then you're healthy at a size 2. If you're healthy at a size 14, then you're healthy at a size 14. But if
Mm-hmm.
you're not healthy and you want to change, then do something about that, of course. But don't, just because you're a size 14 and you're healthy and you see some skinny bitch and, oh, I want to, don't do that. Just, you're healthy, you're happy, keep it like
Mm-hmm.
that. Because then you might risk something that's not for you because you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to gain weight. You might get
Right.
something that's not for you. So just be cautious. Just be healthy. That's it. That's all I ask people. Just
Mm-hmm.
be
That's why I said
Right.
just be honest.
healthy.
I enjoy body positivity, but just be honest. Just be honest. Don't live in a fake world. And I think it's just easier for people to go to fat people. I think it's just
It really
easier
is.
for it. It's just easier
Hey, you
for that.
fat bitch. You fat. Don't get Roy
Fat
up
and
here because Roy
sloppy.
can't wait to. You fat lurker. You and Declan are just fat. Like Roy comes up here. He
I ain't
roasts
never
me
heard.
all
I
the
ain't never.
time.
Let me speak. I ain't never heard. I'd call Lurker in my life. That should be hilarious. I'm like,
Hold on. You're
dude,
breaking
have you
up.
seen this?
Hold on, you're breaking up. You said he did what, right? Declan, he'd be dragging the fuck out of us. But what'd you say? We couldn't hear you. You're breaking up. So
Is it still breaking up?
you're better.
No.
Yeah, you're better.
Okay. No, I've heard Roy call Lurker a ton of fat bitches, and I'm like, bro, like, have you seen her? She's not fat. Like, she ain't. She. I wouldn't even classify her as thick. That's why I'm like, why does he keep calling her fat bitches? I think I even asked her that one time. Like, why does he keep calling you that? You're like, I don't know.
I think that's just his go-to. I think that's just
He
because
give
I mean
me
anybody
Oh,
compared to Roy is a fat bitch. Period. Anybody compared to
and
Roy.
his girlfriend's tiny too. She said she was like
Mm-hmm.
90 pounds or something. So I probably am fat compared to what he's
Oh
used
God.
to.
can,
Oh,
can I
God.
can I address something real quick?
Roy wants
Because
you.
since we're on body positivity and people looking a certain way and everything, and then I noticed what Godmomma put up, ain't she white though? Godmomma is a light-skinned black woman. Anybody got a problem with her saying nigga or you niggas and all that shit? Come hit the panel and tell us about it. Because I'm team light-skinned. Mother we come in many shades. All right, get the fuck over here.
Okay. Saul said, come hit the link. Let me drop the link. Come get this smoke if you want it.
I've been trying to control myself, trying to be professional about this, but at a certain point, I'm just really getting pissed. Excuse me.
He said, if you want to get educated on the shades of melanin,
Right.
he
Right.
got
He got
You
he
got
got
black in your blood. You're a black woman, but oh, you're a little too light for some other black people's taste. Man, fuck that shit, because that's stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Rob Zilla. Godmama is black.
I just
She's mixed. I'll say she's mixed. I don't want to,
Yeah,
speak for
she's
her. But yeah,
mixed, like me.
like me. Like me. We're all mixed.
yeah.
Biracial is biracial. And it's not even biracial at this point. I mean, it's
Mm-mm.
just it's mixed. It's mixed
Mm-hmm.
because it's not just two. In my bloodstream, baby, I am a mutt through and through. So I'm not offended. But I do recognize myself as African American. My father is that's how I
That's
was
what's on
raised.
my right. That's what's on my birth certificate. So I don't,
Mine
so
too.
I
Mine
don't know
too.
nothing else.
Mine
So
too.
when
My
people
thing
say
is
the opposite, it's just like, okay, you have that's fine. Deal with that. Deal with
my
that
thing is
inside yourself. I don't have to deal with that shit.
when people have a
Mm.
darker complexion, it's like how Lurker just used the word mutt. They'll say that. They'll say you're a mutt. You a little half nigga. You ain't even all the way black and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They'll make jokes like that when they get mad because you don't agree with you don't agree with something they said or did. They'll say some shit like that. But the moment you make fun of them of being dark skinned, make a whole bunch of African jokes, booty scratchers and all that, oh, now what's the problem? Oh, what you saying? What you saying? It's
I
like,
ain't
oh, you
never,
mad now? You mad now that I'm talking about your skin color? Oh, fuck that
well,
shit. Don't bring skin color into it.
I ain't
Mhm.
never called nobody an African booty scratcher. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
say. I ain't did that. But you right though. I've been called a blue vein nigga, all kind of shit. Just
not blue
crazy shit.
vein.
Yes.
Do people
I
not
done call
know
dozens
human
of
and
niggas African booty scratch.
A blue vein nigga. That's what I've been called my entire life. Or an
That's a new one. I've never heard that one.
Oreo. or a zebra cake. Like, so when people are, that's why I put "Ain't She White" though, because it's funny to me. Because like I will have these discussions on Black issues, and then other people will talk about it, but it's always when they say my name, it's always, "But isn't she white though?" So it's funny
Mhm.
to me because
Mhm.
if you know me, you know I'm very proud of who I am. You know, so I don't.
Yeah. And
But
that's
it
it.
is always my darker skinned counterparts that are
I wanted to call it out.
rough with
Mhm.
me, and you know I've learned to just deal with it. That's a you issue, not a me issue. I ain't got nothing
Mhm.
to do with that. That's a
Isn't
you
it?
issue.
Mhm.
Isn't it? Yeah.
It's a
And the
you
thing is, like, I
issue.
pointed out on numerous panels. It's like you could tell by the way they speak. It's like, okay, I could tell by the way you're speaking, the way you're acting. You think that I think I'm all that when I don't think
Mhm.
that, but it's clear that you think that. So you're assuming I also think that. Like that is
Mhm.
fucking stupid. And how many I can't count how many times I've seen pretty little light skinned girls getting beat up by some dark skinned girls, and they really working her
Beat
face,
up.
saying shit like, "Let's see how
Beat
pretty
up.
you are after this. You ain't so pretty
Who
no
getting beat
more.
up?
Now are you, bitch?" It's like, oh, you got a problem with how she look. Oh, okay.
Who
So it's
getting beat
jealousy. You
up
can't
though?
say it's not jealousy,
Yep.
huh?
I said who getting beat up though? Because
I
bitch,
got beat up in
anybody
middle
that
school.
No,
was.
That
no,
was my
I'm
first
saying
fight.
like in the past I've
I'm
seen that
just
happen.
playing.
Yeah.
I'm
No, I
just
got
playing.
beat up in middle school. It was traumatizing to me, and it was black girls. I was in sixth grade, and it was eighth graders, and they followed me home. I had to walk home, and
Oh
back
God.
then, they followed me home. Baby, they waxed my ass. I went to the house. My older sister was there. My older sister's a beast. I come in, my shirt's all torn,
Mm.
I'm bleeding and shit. She, what the fuck happened to you? This girl beat my ass. Her name's Connie. Connie Young. I'll never forget you, Connie Young. She was the leader
Shut
of the dark skins. She was a Rashida Strober in middle
Now
school,
dox
boy.
that bitch. Dox that bitch.
knock
Connie
that up.
Young. Connie Young. So my sister went and got my auntie and my dad's sister. Okay. And my dad's sister is dark just like my daddy. And my older sister her features are more black than mine, more prominent
Mhm.
at least. They went and beat those bitches' ass. Had
Good
me
for
in the
them.
car looking bloody, beat up. They're like, "Oh, you want to fuck with my little sister, my niece?" They went and beat, and I knew right then that I was good to go after that. Like, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Y'all can come beat me up, but I got people that got my back, and they're gonna whoop
Right.
your ass harder. Um, it's just
See, and I was
it's
the only.
unfortunate that that's what we have in our culture. It's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
I was the only mixed grandchild because my family, we all kind of live in like an estate. My
Hmm.
grandfather lives on one side,
Yeah.
my dad and my aunt and my uncle, my other aunt, they all live on like the same plot of acreage.
Right.
So I grew up with my cousins and they were all full black boys and girls.
Hmm.
Then my other cousins came and they were biracial, but they were a lot younger than me. So
Hmm.
I always just grew up being black.
Yeah.
I never even when people ask me like, "What are you?" I'm black.
Girl, you don't know?
Like I'm confused.
Hmm.
Why are you asking me this? But
Hmm.
it wasn't until I got older that people were very like, "Well, you don't look it," and I'm like, "Well, I don't know what to fucking take it up with God at this point." You know what I'm saying? Like, take it up with fucking God
Hmm.
because I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell y'all.
Yeah. And
We
people don't
come
think
in
about
all
Don't talk
that when
shame.
shit.
right. People don't think about that. The way we're raised, we don't know any different. It's you
Mm-mm.
people on the outside that are
Exactly.
like, light skin, dark skin, white mother, black mother. It's
Mhm.
you're not really black if your mother's not black, or
Mhm.
we
You're
can
not
tell
really
who
black if
raised
your
you.
father's not black. Like,
Right,
come on, which
right.
one is
There,
it? Because I grew up
there was
with
a lot of
you're
people who
not
used to say
black
in California.
unless your father's black, but now it's you're not black unless your mother's black.
Mother's
I'm like,
black.
hold on now. I am
Yeah.
in my motherfucking 30s. You not about to tell me that just because my mom's not black that I'm not black. Like
Right.
get a hold of yourself. You're
Hmm.
trying to create and further this division and divide. You're
Hmm.
not trying to and because I've been told before, just go create your own mixed community. The black folk don't need you.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
okay, so if all of the mixed biracial people band together and we created our own community, y'all motherfuckers would be mad at us talking about, look at them over there not claiming their black side and where they came from.
They
Like,
think
if
they
we're gonna be
better.
real with it,
Look, they
let's
think
be
they
real
better
with
than
it.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They'll
So,
take the mixed breeds, the half breeds, whatever, the mutts. They'll take us when we're Obama, but you know what I'm saying, not when we just over here chilling, right? Oh, okay.
There, there was a saying a lot of kids had in California growing up, and I used to hear it all the time, especially in school. They would say, light bright, your mama must be white. And I remember being a little boy thinking, like, what the fuck does that mean? I remember somebody said, oh, first time I heard it, it was in middle school. It was like, oh, he don't like you because you light skin. I was like, because I'm what? Because I had never really thought
right.
about it. I just think, I'm black. It's like, bottom line,
Yeah.
it's not exactly like I can go kick it around a bunch of white people. Don't get me wrong, I got white in my blood, but I can't exactly go kick it around a bunch of fucking white people and say, yeah, I'm white too. Clearly you're not, bro. That's what they're going to say. Clearly you're not white like we're white. So it's like, I don't know, all that colorism bullshit, that shit just needs to go out the window at this point, because it's like, light brights are here to stay. You're not going to you're not going to have enough sex with a bunch of dark skinned people aren't going to have sex with a bunch of other dark skinned people enough to where light brights are just gone. Light skinned people are just gone. It's like, that's never going to happen. It's like, we're here to stay. Either learn to love your own skin color, and if you can't, just leave the light skinned people who ain't even talking shit about you. Leave them a fuck alone. Period. I hate how some of my oldest friends are dark skinned dudes who, when we first met, they did not like me, and I had to fight them because they did not like me for being light skinned. I hate how I had to gain your respect by fighting you.
Yes.
I hate that shit. I really hate that. Don't get me wrong, I ain't no punk or no bitch or nothing. I'll get down with any motherfucker. But the fact that it's like we still voice to this day, but you didn't like me because I was light skinned, and you thought I was the shit, and I was, nigga. If the girl you like me, how the fuck is that my problem? Do something to get her to like you. That bitch was ugly anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Stop. Well, what? Let's move on, because we didn't come here to talk about race.
No, because you know, but it has. I'm glad someone
correlates.
brought it up, because it has been a thing that me and you have talked about. Like, we just need to let mixed in America.
We need to host it and kind of dive into it, because, and I love Reef going off. He's saying this is an Americanized way of thinking. That's slavery talk. T Black says he does not refer to Obama as the first black president, because he's not.
Because he's not.
He's the first biracial president. And if I'm not mistaken, well, he's not even the first, because I think Abraham Lincoln was.
Yeah, I mean, and then before him, and there was a black man that was the president before George Washington or after George Washington, one of the other. So it's like, okay, but what does that what solution can we pull out of this? Pull something out of this. Pull a solution. Because I ain't fighting you hoes. Right.
Yeah.
I ain't fighting you hoes no more about no, not fighting you hoes no more about it. Take it up with God.
I'll fight you. I'll fight you if you're a dark skinned nigga and you got a problem with me because I'm light skinned. I'll fight you. If you want to be on some stupid ass dumb shit, hey, I'm not even in my 40s yet. I'm still a young thunder dog. I'll get on with any motherfucker because that shit is stupid. I don't give a fuck.
It is stupid.
Young thunder dog.
But speaking of that, hello ladies. Hello ladies. No wig, no weave, no makeup. This is Robert Rackley. Yeah.
Never mind.
Listen.
Calm down.
The YouTube sex symbol is on the docket today.
Girl, he been out here swinging in the paint. You hear me? Rob been swinging, and you know, I don't know if people be really listening to us or if God just be moving in us. But it's crazy how we spoke about we ain't seen the white folk, and then last night he pop up with them white folk again. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyways, get into it, Frank. Get into it.
Well, you know, Rob Rack can't help but come around here jigabooing. But yeah, go ahead.
Not jigabooing.
He do be doing the what you gonna do?
Some of his panels, I just be confused. And I don't know if he's like trolling or letting people speak freely. Then he says no trolling. Let's get into Rob Rag. Let's switch gears. Let's get into Rob Rag. Hey, Rob Rag, welcome to the Rising Transit. What you got going on over there, Rob? Because, baby, let's just back this train up. We all know Rob got arrested. He loves to drink. He's an alcoholic.
Okay.
Rob was with Tracy.
Mhm.
That didn't
That's
go
his
well.
well, that's his one
Family
of his claim to fames. Yeah, I'll say one because he was fighting them Israelites for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's how Rob was known. And then he
Mhm.
comes over to beef sector, dates Tracy, goes to jail, gets out, goes back to jail, yada yada. Then he starts dating Janet, Empress Janet, and that was a fucking shit show. He ended up getting,
She's another mixed in America. Shout out to Janet. Mixed in
yeah,
America.
she's another
Empress Janet
mix.
does not represent light skinned people.
Oh God.
Wait, let's not start doing that. Let's not
We
start
don't.
kicking people
No,
out the
we don't.
club.
Yeah, we don't claim that one.
Oh,
Let's not
shit.
start kicking people out the club. Janet ended up, they had a very toxic relationship. Rob gets abused. He blasted all out. Yada, 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 yada. They break up.
Did he get abused though, friend? Did he get abused?
You didn't see the video where she was choking him out in the fucking car?
I mean, but what's the context to this to it? I saw it, yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
But we know how Robert L. Rackley.
I know the context of the choke out. Disrespectful nigga talking shit to a crazy bitch.
Period.
And that's a recipe for some YouTube content.
Some YouTube content, baby. Period.
Oh, gosh. So Rob has lost some things. I see he's living in a hotel.
Bless his soul.
I don't know if he still has his vehicle. I don't know. Um, but one thing he hasn't lost is his job, so he still goes to work enough to afford his habits and his hotel stay. Well, Rob had a good friend, Octavius, and they fell out. Robert was drunk over Mother's Day weekend and hit
Yeah.
Octavius's panel, and I guess he was talking a little spicy with his drunkenness. And Octavius said, "Hey, go ahead and drop down. You know what I'm saying? You're killing the numbers. This ain't it." Octavius has kind of grown his channel, started a membership.
Mhm.
He's changed his content around. He's got a little girlfriend named Kiki, and they're over there doing their thing. And so he said, "Go ahead and drop down, Rob. You're disrespectful. The numbers are dropping. You got to go." Rob took that extremely personal
That
and
motherfucker was
decided to go live.
triggering shit.
Y'all in this chat. So Rob decides to go live to blast his friend. Now, mind you, Octavius was there when Rob was in jail. He was making sure he had money on his books. He made sure he could find they were on Tracy's ass, like, "Hey, Tracy, where's Rob's personal items
Mhm.
and stuff," and all
Mhm.
of that. So Octavius was really there for Rob. I will say that. I
Mhm.
don't know about the behind the scenes, but from the front, he was, "Hey guys, this is the Rob report." He always gave us updates. He let us know this is what's going on with Rob, blah, 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 blah,
Mhm.
blah. Octavius said that when Rob got out, he went back to his drinking and his
His
foolery.
usual. Yeah.
Mhm.
The usual.
And Octavius was with Kiki and just kind of wanted to step away. So Octavius said, "I ain't been in Rob's chat for 2 months." He said,
Mhm.
"Y'all ain't seen me around because I just didn't like what I was seeing." Rob has been drunk. He's been letting racists hit his panel, calling us all niggers, porch
Mhm.
monkeys, making fun of features. Rob
It's
allowed
been
all this on
weird.
his panel. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we know. He was just drunk yesterday. He was still live. He did a 12-hour show. He was still live when I woke up this rising.
Mhm.
So not only does Rob drink like crazy, he drinks for hours.
Hours.
I
He
can't
was
imagine
crashing
12
out.
hours of drinking.
Mhm. He's
We're talking
crashing
about
out,
body
friend.
positivity and how people will die from heart attacks and da. This alcohol will kill you, Rob. Clean up,
Mhm.
Wait,
babe.
12 hours.
He
Honey.
was drunk for 12 hours. When he started the show, he was drinking. What did he say? "It's been a long day, so a stiff drink." That nigga was
Mhm.
live for 12, 13 freaking hours.
Yeah, that
And
that man has
alcohol.
the hardest working liver in San Francisco. He could compete with
I
True
s-
Yes.
Freeman. True Freeman was live once for 16 hours drunk as a fucking skunk.
But as frequent, yeah, him and True, very true, because Tyra likes to drink really heavy, cheap liquor.
Mhm.
Baby, it will kill you. It's eating your insides. It's rotting your gut. your kidneys and liver are working overtime, and it also causes brain delay.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It eats the
no, Rob,
brain.
it
Yeah.
does. That alcohol, it is very sad, misunderstood. It's sad to watch it in real time from when you start the live to where he ends, and he did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And so the people, what's crazy though, is the people that are in his chat. This is how the internet works. They're going to push you till they get
Oh yeah, that's what I was sitting here
what they
thinking. Like,
want.
we
Sure the
love us
fuck
a
will.
good train wreck.
Hmm.
We love
Look,
us a good train wreck. Okay.
Yeah.
okay,
Period.
don't get me wrong. The drinking has fucked his mind up. However, he knows enough because the day that, like, it was like one of the streams, like right after he had got out. Even he said, oh yeah, the reason the numbers are so low right now is because they want to see me drunk and acting belligerent, acting crazy, and getting violent and shit. And I thought to myself, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you're smart enough to at least know that. The thing is, my issue is the reason I can't feel bad for him is he's an asshole even when he's not drunk. It's like, oh no, you a piece of shit in real fucking life. So yeah, you
Absolutely.
drinking, it doesn't really bother me because you're not a good person even when you're sober. There are some people who, you know, they drink, they become, but that's the reason why I stopped drinking. I would get violent, I'll be ready to fight motherfuckers. I stopped drinking almost 2 decades ago. I haven't had a drink. I do not drink.
Decades ago, nigga, you're not
Good.
even in your 40s.
I started drinking at a young age. So like I said, almost
A
2
lot of
decades ago.
people do. A lot
Yeah,
of
so
people do.
almost 2 decades ago. And so it's like, dude, you, even when you're sober, you're not really a good person. So
Mm.
I mean, it's sad, but I mean, I ain't gonna say dude deserves it because he's not that bad to where he deserves it. He ain't no true Freeman or some shit like that. But I'm not even gonna say but. However, he's not exactly doing anybody any good. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's not. And it's not anybody, just yourself. Just yourself. Misunderstood said, congratulations on your 2 decades of not drinking. That's what's up.
Thanks, Nicole.
But he's if he knows that, I mean, is he here for the views or is he here to just get drunk and talk shit, or is it both? Because when I was listening to, I told both of you guys, when I was listening to Nepal interview him, because I didn't know Rob's history with the Israelites, and I didn't know that he was out here on people's domes, you know what I'm saying? Catching them in their contradictions. And so he does have a knowledgeable insight. I don't know. I haven't seen him sober, so I didn't know he was ugly when he was sober. I've never seen Rob sober. So
I've never seen Rob sober either. I just know through, his own word of mouth,
mhm.
where he kind of came from on
There's
YouTube.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
seen
I've
him
never seen
sober.
Rob
The
sober.
only difference is honestly, because I'm pretty observant. Honestly, the only difference is he can form his sentences better. Dead ass. He can form his sentences better. That's about it. Other than that, he's an asshole. It's like, dude, okay, you a YouTube sex symbol, but you gotta live in a motherfucking hostel right now, wearing shirts that say Pink Floyd, Jurassic Park,
Right? Like,
you lost your wallet. Like, what the fuck?
that's what I'm saying. Like, how, I'm all for a man having a preference, right? No weave, no wig, no hair, whatever the fuck it is. But you also have to match that same energy, right? Like, how can you come to a woman and expect her to be well put together and everything's put together, and you are giving us nothing? That seems to be the theme of today.
Mhm. Yep.
A
What
Pookie,
do you
Ray Ray,
offer?
Lamar, and Rob.
There
Yeah.
you go. There you go. A Pookie, a Ray Ray, Lamar, and Rob. And
Something out real quick.
yeah, go ahead, David. Sure. Run with it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll try to make it quick. For any women out there saying shit like, "Oh, I got a degree, I got my own car, my own place, all this shit, I got all this shit going on for me." The type of men who care about that, I mean, who truly care about that, are niggas like Rob Rack. A man who can support you. A man you can support, a man you can take care of, a man you can go to work while he's laid up on your motherfucking couch, running up your electricity bill, playing video games, eating up your food. That's the type of men who enjoy shit like that. Real men want to be the provider, not be provided for. I just wanted to throw that out there. Don't be careful, because they all around. You see, if he could still live with his sister, which is, like I said, another nigga in his 40s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, got to live with a female family member who he was able to manipulate into feeling sorry enough for him. If he could still live with her, he would not be living in that fucking hotel.
Well, T Black says in the chat that he could be living with his family, but he chooses alcohol over his family.
Mm.
So, because I do recall T Black, I do recall when he first got out of jail, he was at the family's house and then he
Mhm.
went and rented a room. Remember when Vic was on the panel and Octavius and he got arrested that night? He was supposed to be staying at the family's, but they
Mhm.
said you can't drink here. So he
Or
said,
go
I'll go
live.
or go live. So he ended up renting a room,
Mhm.
YouTube
And
sex
showing
symbol,
his motherfucking ass.
and got arrested that night.
You
Oh,
know, and that was a little scary though, right? Because I like, oh, okay, because I was, anyways, that that could have turned at any given point right there when those police officers pulled up on Rob and he was too belligerent to follow command,
mm-hmm.
and Vic is over here screaming, "We're on the phone. We see," like you're
Tell him you're
making.
live. Tell him you're
Right. You're
live.
making a situation extremely hostile for this man right now. Like there should have been complete silence and let him try to hear what the cops are saying so he does not get what we usually see on our social media feed. Thank God whoever watches, obviously his deceased parents watch over him,
Yes,
and
they do.
they watch over this man
Yeah,
and
they do.
protect him.
They do.
He may be looking like he don't have a lot right now, but they're standing in that room with him like, "Come on,
Yeah.
and eventually you're gonna wear that thin, but that's not, I'm not trying to go there, but but Rob, get you some help, bro. Get you some
Get you some help,
help.
Rob. And don't worry about the content or the views. If you like going live and talking with people, you can still do that, but you're letting the chat run your channel and you're
Mhm.
making poor decisions. And hey, if you're going to keep up with it, you'll just, you'll be a topic of conversation and maybe not always in the best light, Rob. But it's your
Mhm.
own actions, it's your own choices. Allowing degenerate racist on your panel. I can see why some people have pulled away from you. And
Mhm.
Janet even reached out to him after the Octavius situation. Janet, I'm not sure her issues, but she's got some. I'm not sure if she's sober or not. But she reached out to Rob just what was it yesterday? It was yesterday. She reached out to Rob after he did his live on Octavius.
Mhm.
She reached out to him and she told him straight up, you're going to lose everybody around you. You're going to lose everything. And he's like, I don't care. Block me, blah, 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 blah. So there is some people that are genuinely checking on him in the background that say, hey, Rob, I'm sure Octavius has done it a couple times,
Mhm.
especially because we have Kiki who sobered up from her alcohol situations. Rob was aggressive and disgusting about some of the things he said about Kiki. He should have kept it
Mhm.
on the men. You should have kept it on Octavius, but he
Mhm.
wanted to bring Kiki in it. And I understand that Kiki went live and said something. What's up, Miss Raz? Salute, baby. Um, but
Peace,
there are some
Ratchet.
people, but the more you keep this, like Godmom was saying, you're running it thin, babe. And we'll
Mhm.
watch it. It's unfortunate, but I'm a nothing ass bitch, Rob. So if you put that shit out there, I'm gonna watch it. And I'm
Mhm.
gonna be like, well, damn, that's a shame. Everybody learn your lesson, and I'm gonna keep it pushing.
Mhm. Did we
Okay.
learn our lesson here? Okay,
Yes.
moving on. I
Right.
mean, that's just what it's gonna be.
And we're seeing
Like
it
as
time and
Salt
time
said,
again.
right? Salt said it earlier. So you gotta learn your lessons through observing what other people go through, or
Yes.
you learn them the hard way. Which one?
Yes.
I prefer observing what other people go through and then be like, "Oh, okay, that's how you got to that fucked up situation." Bet,
Yes. Yes.
bet.
Let
Let
Well,
me
because
me
take
know.
a left right here. Left,
I,
girl.
I
Left.
mean, we all know. Well, maybe not all of us, but the majority of people out there know at least one person. To where it's like you keep trying to give out all this advice to people when really the only advice you can give is use my life as a cautionary tale. Look at Rob Rack's life and use it as a cautionary tale. That's the best advice he could ever give anybody. Look at my life and the decisions I made. Make sure you do not make these decisions. This is how this led up to this. This is what the fuck happened. I was in the hotel room. I threatened to do next to me. I ended up back in jail after less than 24 hours of just getting out. It's like, I don't know. I think it's like the YouTube sex symbol. I'm one of the smartest motherfuckers around here. It's like, dude, you're living in delusion. And like me, not like I've hit this panel before and told him straight up, like nigga, you ain't shit. Ain't nobody listening to this bullshit. Anybody helping him with that delusion? I mean, it is what it is. You a bit darker than me if you're doing that, because that man's gonna end up killing himself. I saw somebody a couple weeks ago. They donated $80 to his Cash App after that Janet shit had happened. Immediately after it happened, and he broke down in tears for about 10 seconds for $80. Fucking dollars. He broke down in tears. That man, the YouTube sex symbol, the motherfucker who will step to anybody. Like, really? Nah, that man's going through something. And y'all, and anybody who's fuck them, Rob, don't listen to them, Rob. If you kill yourself, bro, them people ain't gonna come to your funeral. They ain't gonna donate. They ain't gonna give a fuck. They're just gonna say, "Oh man, yeah, I guess YouTube was a little too much for him. I guess some people just can't handle life." It's like, nah, you help push them into that shit straight up.
And they're not gonna lose any sleep over it. They're gonna go find the next one.
Hell the fuck no, they ain't.
They're gonna go find the next one. So I mean, basically, you're I hate to say this, but you're a monkey in a circus right now. You're just something for people to, eat popcorn and, throw little things out for you to grab tricks on and, $80, I'll dance for that. And yeah.
He's going to learn the hard way of what the dark side of social media can do to you. And it doesn't even have to be trolls personally attacking you, but what dark trolls can do to manipulate your mind to watch you dance like a monkey for them. And it get real in the
Those
field
white
out
people
here.
you got over there, Rob. You know what I'm saying? Those white people gassing you up in your ear. Well, fuck them, Rob. Come over here. I want to bring you to this black couch, and I want to introduce you to some people. Rob, come over here.
Right, but they only wanted Rob so they could gain access to black women. Because old buddy wanted to have sex with a black woman. He wanted to create a porno with a black woman. And Rob was like, well, you're going to have to pay her. And he was like, yeah, no, I don't do all that. And he was like, so you think you about to have sex with somebody and not pay them on camera? And he was like, yeah, because I got that vibe. Like, he was a real fucking weirdo. And I was in the chat like, this is giving a black couch interview. This is giving porno interview. This is weird. What are you doing?
Fetish, porno fetish.
I just want to have sex with a black woman. Like, what? I know you know some black women, Rob. But then you want to
do,
say,
and none of them fuck with y'all. I'm telling you right now.
None of them. Rob a whole train wreck.
It's like Priscilla say. That's when they start jigabooing. That's when they start jigabooing. He's trying to pimp out some black pussy by jigabooing, and the shit ain't working out.
And it's not working out for him. Because he had little Grace up there last night, but she wasn't really given, because he's kind of trying to do this thing like for the love of Grace. What is up with these dating, like these speed dating shows?
For the love of Grace?
That's literally
get that. Never mind.
He brings people up to figure out if they're good enough to even talk to Grace. He pulls Grace in the back and talks to the man one-on-one. But the little interaction I did watch last night, it was just more so of him telling him, you're short, I'm taller than you, touch the ceiling, how many fingers can touch. Like, it was weird, like your shoes are fake. It was nothing like, what is your character? What are you going to offer her? It was none of that.
How can you touch the roof? Five fingers right now. That's what he was saying. 5 fingers.
Right.
5 fingers on the roof right now. What?
He be trying to weed people out by way of dumb shit. Okay, turn your camera. Okay, let me see your hairline. But it's like, bro, your hairline is already receded. You worried about niggas' hairlines, and niggas is worried about why you live in a fucking hotel right now, and you're almost 50. Like, but now you can't touch the ceiling, nigga. The ceiling you're touching, you don't even own it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What kind of shit is that? Like, that's somebody else's. You have to wipe that ceiling down afterwards, because if the room is too fucked up, they're gonna charge you extra, bitch. What kind of shit is that? That's crazy.
Tell the truth, shame the devil, baby.
That's
okay.
Crazy talk.
I might not be able to touch the roof, but bitch, I own this motherfucker. Okay.
Okay. Like, what?
Exactly.
So you being able to touch the ceiling is a flex now? Like, wait, when did this start happening? Because last time I
Exactly.
checked, we supposed to have at least 8-foot ceilings. So what is going on? And I know Robert
Thank
L.
you.
Rackley is not 8 feet tall. No,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
No.
Thank
He
you.
said he's like 6'2", 6'3". I think me and him are almost the same height. Yeah, it's
So
like
his
you a dust
span.
rock because of your hairline. Like nigga,
That's my
you a
new
dust
favorite
rock
line,
because
by
look
the
at your
way.
life.
Yeah.
Huh?
Look at your life.
I adopted that line from Robert L. Rackley, Dust Rock. I'm a Dust Rock hoe. Period.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Dust rock.
And not the type of dust rock he be talking about, but I'm a dust rock hoe. Period. Okay.
A hairline is a flex for him, T Black says.
Mm-mm.
Listen, when you don't have much, you'll hang on to what you got. I
Here,
understand.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like Janet told him, you're losing everything. You're losing
Yeah.
everything. And Janet's on his top. I'm not really sure what's, like I said, I don't know what's going
I
on
don't
with her. I don't know
know.
if she's sober. It's
I don't
not
even know
giving
where
sober to
it
me.
comes
So
from.
it is what it is. It's not giving sober to me.
I think it's
But
tough love.
Where
Janet,
does she come from? Like what portion of the internet?
She kind
Empress
of just
Janet.
popped up.
She just popped up. Okay.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think she hangs out with the Judahs and the so and
The
so's
Israelites.
The
type
Judas,
people, the Hebrew lights. I don't know.
the
Mhm.
Hebrew lights.
The Hebrew lights.
Isn't that what they're
Yeah,
called?
the Hebrew
Oh no,
lights.
this is we not disrespectful, y'all. We just confused.
Is that what
The
they're
Hebrew
called? I don't
lights.
know. I don't
It's
know.
either Hebrews or Israelites, but there's I
Oh,
don't know.
I
Shit,
don't
fire.
know. Hebrew lights. I thought it was Hebrew lights. You thought she came from dark side? She might have.
Does
I don't
she?
know.
Mm.
But it's not a flex. Well, I was gonna say something greasy. Never mind. It's never mind. I was gonna say something, but let's not say that. But I don't know. It's Robert's not a flex. That much I'll say. As far as I
No.
fucked him, I know him. He's one of my body counts. Can you imagine Rob being one of your body counts? Baby, I couldn't do
I
that.
wouldn't
Yeah, we're
even
still
count
here.
it.
We're still here. We're just chopping it up. The Judah
I
lights, the Judah lights. Listen, I don't know the proper terms for these people. Hebrew lights,
who
Israelites,
said
Judah
the
lights.
Judah
I
lights?
don't, Rob Zilla said the Judah lights. I don't know the proper terminology for these groups of people.
You know what? Thank you,
Is
Lurker.
that
I'm
a
still in
real
that shit. If
thing?
I ever get into a back and forth with one of these Hebrew Israelite niggas, I'm gonna call him a Hebrew
Hebrew.
light, a Judah light, all type. Oh yeah, they ain't gonna like that shit. Thank you. I'm still in that shit.
I don't know what they're called. Sorry. So,
What
but
the fuck, bro?
so
Oh
Rob,
my god.
I pray for everybody so I can toss you in the bracket of prayers towards you. And like Godmomma said, you do have somebody looking out for you. Your parents, your elders. They have kept you from dying
Mm-hmm.
so far. So because the choices you've made, you're just pressing the gas, all gas, no brakes.
Mm-hmm.
And the people like us, the NABs in the chat, we're not gonna stop it. We're not here to put brakes on your train.
Mm-mm.
So
We
Rob, you
just
need
want y'all to
prayers.
pay it. Yeah, we'll throw you in the prayer bucket too, Rob.
Mm-hmm. Rob Zilla,
We just want to make sure like y'all see the signs, like
mm-hmm.
listen, this
Mm-hmm. And this all ties in, like
we.
Godmomma said, the things people will do for attention.
Mm,
You'll drink away your life for attention. You'll pretend to give away your kids for attention. You'll come. I mean, is it? Y'all need to find
all
yourselves.
day has been nothing but attention.
Attention seeking people. And here we are giving it to them, though, right? Here we
Right.
are giving it to them.
But people are taking it to the extremes now. It's like she said, oh, people pretend to give away their kids, people pretending to have kids, all type of weird shit. Motherfuckers is pretending all type of weird shit just for attention. It's like clearly, okay, he can have a place to stay right now. He can live at his sister's, but she said no going live, right?
And
Right.
no drinking. And
So
no
it's like
drinking.
it's like, dude, you need attention that much. This is California. Even bullshit ass hotel rooms cost a pretty penny. They'll cost like $120 and up. So it's like, dude, you spending that shit every fucking day, or at the very least living at a hostel to where you spending like $600 a month on that shit when your sister probably won't even charge you rent because you've never had attention like this your whole entire life. You don't give a fuck if it's good or bad, just as long as people are looking at you, that you're willing to risk this shit. Like, that's
Mhm.
crazy.
Mhm. Yep.
It is crazy to me. I have things to live for. I have goals that I'm trying to maintain, not trying, that I am maintaining. I shut it off. I don't know.
Mhm.
To me, I want attention, but righteously. I don't want attention
Mhm.
from YouTube or these weirdo stuff. I like my kids' attention. I like when my kids walk in the door and say, "Hey mom, this is what I," that's the attention I crave. So,
Mhm.
I mean, we're as humans, we are programmed to be social creatures. But when you're chasing that false attention, that attention that's not going to get you anywhere but hemmed up and hurt
Right.
or losing everything, that's not, that ain't it, baby. That's not it. So, um, is a mental misfire. Thank you. Okay. And then Nikki, I want to speak on this. Nikki says none of this is new. It's just a different delivery method. And Kylie tells me this all the time. She says nothing new under the sun. And I
Mhm.
have to agree. It's just a different delivery method. That's
Yep.
it. And that will chime in. T Black, I saw you in the chat earlier talking about Princella. We're going to be breaking her down Friday. So T Black, I want you here for Friday. We're going to be
Yes.
speaking on Princella. And then Nikki also says the extreme need for attention is a mental misfire, and I agree.
Mhm. Mm.
I agree.
Even the portion we listened to Tommy, he said the same thing. Like these things that you're doing to other people, you're mentally not okay.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
That's
You're
right, T Black.
mentally not okay.
Hmm.
Deal with that shit.
And we'll get into this deeper, but you have to take some accountability. There, it's
Mhm.
2024. Remember, we used to say people are stupid because they can't get a hold of knowledge. Now people have unlimited access to get knowledge, and people are still stupid, if not stupider, if not
Mhm.
dumber.
Mhm.
It seems like, I don't know. Um, so and I will say I agree with you as far as the mental misfire, a mental illness. But it goes back to how you were raised.
Mhm.
If you didn't get attention from your parents, if they weren't happy to see you when you got home, if they weren't happy to see you when you woke up, and get out, go to school, get out of here, get dressed, bye. If you didn't get any love poured into you as a child, you're going to crave that as an adult. But you, as an adult, it's your responsibility now to heal that part of you.
To be able to
There
give it
was
to yourself first.
Yeah.
there was
Mhm.
something I read a short while ago. I like memes and shit. People write clever shit on the internet, and somebody said if you weren't spoon fed love as a child, when you're an adult, you learn to lick it off of a knife. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. That's why a lot of women will still date dudes who already have a girl, already have a wife and shit. It's like you didn't have enough love then, so you're going to take it wherever you can get it, no matter how much of it you can get, because some is better than none, I guess.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yes. And that's why I communicate with my children the way that I do, so they don't have to seek it somewhere else. If they need it, they know where to go. Mom,
Mhm.
my daughter told me, "Can we have a slumber party this weekend?" I said, "Girl, I'm waiting on you. Come on, let's go." Yeah, we can have a slumber party. Come on. Yes, we can. My 15-year-old. Yes. I would
Nice.
love to have a slumber party with you. Let's do some hair,
Right.
nails, and watch some movies. Let's have some girl
Mhm.
talk.
Right.
So that
Eating
way you don't
eat
have to
some
see.
cookies. Eat some
Mhm.
fresh baked
Let's
cookies.
bake some stuff. Let's get in the
Mhm.
kitchen. But I don't want my children lost in the sauce out here. And not
Mm.
saying my way is going to prevent them from turning out to be whatever. I'm just saying, let me give forth what I can while I can.
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
So, and that just doesn't go for everybody. And that's what made me tear up earlier, Godmama, when you were saying, like, my good sis over here going down to the neighbors and giving food and stuff like that. I just think about all the people that don't have that. And that breaks
Mm.
my heart. That really does. I'm a pussy like that. It breaks my heart that not people can be loved um, the way I've been loved and the way I love other people. Because I think there's
Mhm.
plenty of it to go around. And it just hurts me to see all these people going without it.
Mhm.
It does. It makes me want to cry. So, because there's a lot of lost children out here, a lot of young adults that haven't had the best example or upbringing, and just the state of the world that we're in today.
Mhm.
It's not without hope. Okay, keep fighting, keep
Yeah.
doing. It's life is worth living. Life is worth living,
Definitely.
and
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 it
and sober too. Life is worth living sober too.
absolutely.
Because if you're
Absolutely.
just drunk on drugs and you're sluggish, that's not living life, love. That's not
Mm-mm.
living.
And, I'm glad you said that because we say sober or I won't even put no one else in it. I say sober a lot of the times, but I smoke or intake marijuana, so therefore I don't stay sober. So that I understand that line that you can float, right? Between being addicted and being sober.
Mhm.
And I am going back to MU, so that's why I'm glad she's developed this sobriety sector. She had that discussion, which led to more people having these discussions of, well, damn, you can technically be addicted to marijuana. Technically, you can encompass your whole life
Mhm.
around marijuana. You
Yeah.
can abuse that herb, let's say that. You
You
can
can abuse
abuse that
anything.
herb.
You can abuse anything.
Gluttony.
Mhm.
Gluttony.
Gluttony, that's what it
Mhm.
is. That's what it is. Some people can maintain their, substance abuse,
Mhm.
and what do they call what do they call those people? Like a thriving alcohol what do they call those people? You're a
Oh,
like a
oh,
thriving
shoot.
alcoholic,
Yeah.
something alcoholic. I don't know. They call it a functioning
Functioning.
alcohol.
Mhm.
Yeah. And same with marijuana, same with cigarettes, same with coffee, same with soda pop, same with food, same with porn, same with YouTube. Gluttony, when you overuse it and abuse it. Okay. Functioning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys in the chat. Sorry. Y'all know I get lost in the sauce. And like Godmama said, we can't say we're completely sober here because we love to smoke our weed. I'd love to drink my wine. Um, but moderation is key. Moderation
Mhm.
is key. And that's why we do our fasting. So that way
Mhm.
we are aware of how much we use. Because when
Mhm.
we're fasting, we're taking away our cigarettes, our vapes, or whatever, our weed, our alcohol. We're taking all that away, to remind ourselves, bitch, you could get addicted. So let's bring it back in.
Mhm. Or
Let's bring it back in.
or it's even to remind yourself, like, there may come a time where you don't have access to any of these things.
Mhm,
So what are you gonna do? Do you
mhm.
wanna prepare your mind to be able to just not have access to any of those things, that not access to food, not access to juice, not access to
Right,
snacks. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Like, there may be a time where you don't have access to none of that. Will you be
Mhm,
okay to go a few days with water alone? Will you
mhm,
be okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is for me, and again, a spiritual cleaning of just fighting those inner demons, right?
mhm.
Fighting that urge to want to do this, fighting that urge to want to do that. I'm grown, yes. Can I My life is my choice, yes. My body is my choice, yes. What I wanna do with it is my choice, yes. But sometimes that temple has to be reset, whether you
Yes.
have a religious spiritual belief of it or not.
Yep,
The
yep.
body has to have a reset.
Yes. Mind, body, spirit.
Mhm.
And when you don't, because I know when I didn't fast, I would get so overwhelmed with everything and everything. And then I'd have these weird shutdowns where I would turn my phone off. I wouldn't talk to people for 3 fucking months. Da 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 da. It's just because I was over consuming shit that was not for me. I
Mhm.
didn't give my body a break. I didn't give my mind a break. I didn't give my spirit a break.
Right.
Take it easy, y'all. Take it
Take
easy
it
on
easy.
yourselves.
Yes. Yes.
So they're
Snacks.
in the
Love
chat, and I
snacks.
I I love this. T Black says, "Yes, you can abuse marijuana, but technically not addicted." Nikki Crayons comes back, and if you don't know Nikki Crayons, T Black, she is the CCC backer upper.
Spicy.
She is the fact stater.
Actually.
Okay, she is the fact stater. She's gonna come with facts, evidence, and receipts in this motherfucker.
Where is the mayor of Detroit? Period.
Okay. But she says she's telling T Black, you have to distinguish between physical addiction and psychological, and you can
Mhm.
absolutely psychologically become addicted to weed? You absolutely can. The same way people psychologically get addicted to porn. Okay? Because porn's not addicting, but it is psychologically. It's not physically addicting. Oh, I need a nut. I need a nut. It's that psychology of it. You take away the brain, the body just gonna be okay. So get into it, y'all. Well, we've been up here 2 hours and 14 minutes. Is there anything we missed on our sector news? I did say that VS, this will be at, and Daquan said something, but VS will be in the T sector interviewing CPS mom guys, if you want to do that on your Wild Wednesday. Also go check out Buddy Lee's Turn Up Tuesday replay, because there was some drama popping off over there. We got somebody threatening to stab Lady Law, and you know that's not gonna rock over here, period. Jazzy hopped out on the community wall. We discussed Cynthia Rose and Jake Banker. We're waiting 7 days to see what Cynthia's gonna do with that. I know one thing I didn't bring up. I'm gonna be a messy bitch. That's what I do. Peeper of Game is also active. Hi, brother. I miss you. I love you, Peeper. You know I love you so
Hey,
much.
Peeper.
So Peeper
We
of Game's
see.
been active. You know, not live. Please go live. Peeper. Candy, Peeper, I thought y'all was coming back. We're ready. What's that? Come on. You
Right.
see, we're trying to hold it down on the rising trends. Come on. We need y'all.
Right. We need y'all.
Yeah, we trying to hold it down for y'all. So Peeper yesterday tags Diva Tomboyish. Shout out to Diva because she's on one. And we didn't bring her in the Rising Transit, but maybe we can do that next week because Yollywood News is striking back up. I will mention her. Salt drop down. Love you, Salt. We're going to end the show, babe. We'll talk to you backstage. So Peeper of Game says, hey, Diva Tomboyish, you should start a new show too called Black Sector Eviction. Noted. And he's talking about Evic, as in Victor, as in Vic Damone, as in Army of Vic. Where you kick bottom-feeding, self-appointed troll king, dusty Detroit niggas out of the black sector. Diva responded. She said, I'm going live soon. I didn't get to listen to all of her live because the last live she did, she was calling Target and blah, blah, blah. But we'll get to you, Diva, next week, baby, just to catch up with what you got going on. Diva said she also is going to take some time from going off on ZX because she doesn't like Ness. So because now that Ness is going after ZX, she says she's going to fall back and see if Ness can handle ZX by herself. So we'll see. That'll be for next week.
Next week, Baba's. Because listen, I thought Baba was doing good. He heard us. He laid down. He took a nap. But he's back out here swinging again. So pray for him, y'all. I'll put him on this side of the prayer bucket. But
well, yep. We got strangers and loved ones. Pick a bucket.
Okay. But no. But what Quan brought up that Claudiva was live.
I didn't
addressing Lady Snoop. I didn't either. But that was a part of my notes was because, yesterday we were waiting to see if Lady Snoop was going to come back out.
Did she?
Well, she ended up having to do that show with NV about Shakim's performance with them big beats. And I heard that was a flop, girl. I heard it was a whole flop. I didn't. I tried my best.
Mess.
I tried my best, friend, to watch it to bring something. But y'all, it's an acquired taste. Like you're just gonna have to.
For who? Godmomma,
don't
stop
know.
lying. Stop
Wait,
lying.
what?
That's why yesterday or the other day, I told Buddy Lee, like, come on, we need a song about Rob Rackley and these roaches in this hotel. Okay, like I need some songs, buddy. Okay, we featured Shitty song. So fuck.
This was a fucking mess. I don't even know what to say about Shakim's rapping career because it's not a career and he doesn't rap. I mean, I guess he raps, but it's Cat in the Hat, rat-a-tat-tat. I don't know. Maybe he needs to feature me. I'll come up with a rat. Okay,
Let's go.
I'll go do something.
I'm
I
telling
don't
you,
know.
we've been saying this. We try to get promotion for the channel. So if we got to drop a hot 16 or a little
Thank you for coming, Nikki. We sure can.
we
We
can do
sure can.
something. We can do something.
Okay.
Mhm.
Listen, y'all not gonna do it because I can find me a little beat real quick and we could do a rap battle. Maybe instead of a poetry slam, we might do a freestyle battle in this motherfucker because y'all got me fucked up. I know y'all ain't calling this acquired taste. No,
Mhm.
I'm an acquired taste. Clyde's an acquired taste. Shakim is trash. The end.
He
Period.
is
Why are we
trash.
gassing this Negro
He said,
up?
what did he say? He said, I am like the sun, Ra, like the goddess moon. What he said, fucking a dog. I'm like, what? Where are we going here? What is going on? And then I see on the timeline people taking screenshots of him standing in front of a green screen in this fucking
It
performance
was the
outfit.
most. It was a fucking in a
I
panel full
think
of judges, and all the
maybe what he
judges.
was trying to do is conscious rap. Isn't that what they call it? Conscious rap?
No. What did
Oh,
you say? What did you say about Empress Janet? You're not gonna they don't claim him. They don't claim him. They don't claim him.
not no conscious rap. That was.
Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, if he's talking about if he's talking about Raw and all that shit, I mean, maybe y'all
Listen,
just ain't conscious enough to understand the conscious rap.
You know what? If I'm not conscious enough, I'm okay with that.
I
If
am
it's
perfectly
above
okay.
me, then let it be.
Let it fucking be. Listen, Nature Boy and them have better raps than he did, okay? Bring back
Okay.
Carbonation Productions. If we gonna have to listen to this mess as conscious rap, the fuck? I'd
Facts.
rather listen to In My Tent
Okay.
and I
And
Done It All and
I
Shining
done.
Bright, okay? Do we need to get the album out? Do we need to go get the Three Blind
Oh,
Mice to battle
oh,
Shakim with their
yes,
Chief
we do.
Master Messiah's album? The fuck? Like, what's going on here?
Oh shit. Facts.
Ugh.
Facts. Big fucking facts.
Mm.
Is there anything else that we missed? So is there something else you want to bring up that we didn't touch on? Oh wait, I want to bring this out. Since Salt's here.
Mhm.
Um
Uh-oh,
Salt
I
said
think she about to be a nothing ass bitch. Hold on. Get ready, y'all. Get
I am.
ready.
Why does she only do that with me though? Like, why be a nothing ass bitch with Godmomma for once? What the fuck? Like,
But
why is
I
it always with
am
me?
though.
But go ahead, go ahead.
I listen. I am an
It's your
equal
turn.
opportunist in
It's your
AB.
turn.
Don't do that because I bring it for everybody. But I wanted to bring up. Salt said the black sector is dead. He said
He
that,
did.
y'all. He said the black sector is dead. So, Salt,
Indeed.
okay.
Indeed.
Black
I
sector
mean,
is dead.
it is dead.
Is it dead like
Nothing's going on.
RE? Is it dead like RE or is it dead?
No, I mean it's actually dead, not pretending to be dead. It's I say it's dead for the most part, and only two people go live. There's only two shows happening. It's either Buddy Lee's live or Lady Live live. There is no Friday night jive that happens no more. People don't group up together on Sungrown's channel. Chucky's Heart ain't really in this shit like that no more. For the most part, people are even outsourcing to other sectors to have things to talk about, things to participate in, and it's like nothing's really going on. Nobody really fucks with the black sector like that no more. And I mean, it's for a multitude of different reasons, basically.
Give us one of those reasons. Like the number one reason why people don't fuck with us no more, friend.
Please.
Too many people, too many people in this sector have tried to treat this sector like it's a safe space when it was built upon fuck shit by two niggas who one of them is the king of controversy and another one is who basically created the fucking darkness that happened in this sector. Monty Woodgrain. It was created by Tommy and Monty. Tommy brought controversy. Monty brought a level of fuck shit nobody had ever seen on this side of the fucking internet. And people for the longest have been on some weirdo kumbaya. Let's all group up together. Yeah, guys, we're the black sector. Yeah, we're the black sector, but motherfucker, I will shoot you. Like that's what it was. That's what it was based on. Motherfuckers have tried to treat this shit like it's a goddamn safe space. It's like for the most part, it's not. If y'all only knew how many messages I get, how many emails I get about what people really think about other people You'd be fucking amazed. Like, it would blow your mind. It's like, oh, I thought those two was cool. It was like, no, one of them thinks that they're cool, but the other one doesn't. If I told you how many people have sent me other people's docs, hoping I would dox them for them because they was mad at them, it would blow your fucking mind. If you had any idea who really be going to other people's shows pretending that they fuck, like, it's a whole bunch of fake shit. But and then when people call it, the black sector has become very hypocritical in a sense that how do I put this? It's like, I'll tell you. Here's a saying I've heard: when you punish the truth, you're asking to be lied to. Now, don't get me wrong. I have like, it's just stupid. It's a whole bunch of hypocrisy. It's for the most part, the black sector is dead. Nothing is really happening in the black. What? Every now and then, somebody will come up with someone will come up with something, but it's usually only one of two people or both people. And this ain't. I'm not even taking away from them. They're the only ones who are basically participating. It's Lady La and Buddy Lee. They're the only two who goes live. That's about it. Greg doesn't do this shit anymore. Not really.
No.
Chucky's
you can't
been in this
leave
shit
out
for
Vic.
years. A joke got flagged down. But yeah, go ahead.
You can't leave out Vic. Vic goes live. He's black sector. Vic goes live. Beasley goes live. A Jokey went live the other day. She's gonna have to be put in next week because she was hopping out too on some people.
She was.
Chucky and China is not black sector, but she was outside. Whatever, So there's diet pop out every now and again. So they go live.
Okay. I'll address every single one of those.
Out of my chat.
China's not black sector. China's not black sector. She's never claimed black sector. Her man is black sector, but Chucky's hardened in this shit. Number one. Number two, this goes back to what I said about outsourcing for other content in other sectors. Vic is beefing with who in the beef sector? Oh yeah, that's right. Beasley's beefing with who in the beef sector? Oh, that's right. A Jokey's beefing with who in the beef sector? Oh, that's right. Yeah. Everybody, their heart either isn't in it, like their heart isn't in it, like Chucky. He don't really give a fuck about this shit. He still gets paid either way. He don't really give a fuck. And everybody else, it's look to the other sectors for content. Let me beef with somebody. And don't get me wrong, hey, Vic has been around a long time, but let's face it, his track record is simply just beefing. Beefing. He'll say it's beefing and DJing, but let's face it, the majority of the black sector doesn't go over to his channel to simply listen to him play music and remix music. They don't do that. Vic, I could quickly name Vic's track record. Went from making 1,000 videos about Tommy to making 1,000 videos about True Freeman to making 1,000 videos about Nature Boy to making 1,000 videos about ZX to making 1,000 videos about 3 different people fucking beef sector. That's it. You can look to Vic if you want somebody to speak for a very long time about somebody you don't like in the beef sector. Or in the multi sector, or whoever he's beefing with at this point. I think it's somebody in the beef sector. Either that or and wait for him to at some point talk about when he used to work at Comcast or when he was the manager of White Castle. Other than that, like what else? Only 2 people who are really black sector that even go live like that are Buddy Lee and Lady La. Like that's it. And for the most part, the black sector is dead. Like it's just those 2. Not much is happening. Everybody else in the other sectors, they go live all the fucking time. There's always somebody in the beef sector going live all throughout the fucking week. Even on their slow week, they have more going on over there. They have more interesting storylines in the black sector. Like nothing's been happening here for a while. That's why, like, this is one of the reasons fucking Lady Steele left. This shit wasn't fun no more. Oh, and now her and Swoosh are beefing. Nah, she got the fuck up out of here. And I sided with her on it. It's like, hey, nah, I understand why you fucking left. Ain't shit really happening.
We miss you, Lady Steele.
We do miss you. And thank you for sending the kite back my way, Lady
But
Steele.
I mean, for the past 3 days, we've had sector news.
Hold on, Godmomma. We have to address our chat. I have to scroll up. So Misunderstood says, wait, y'all think RE is alive? There are some people in our sector that think RE is alive. There's some people that think she's passed. Either way, no proof has been proven. So we'll leave it at
that. So some people think she's alive, some people think she's dead, and then some of us know that she's alive due to the police being sent to her house and her speaking to the police, due to a package being sent to her house and her signing for the package. And there's a couple other things, like really important things, like how there's still no death certificate, but that's a combo for another day. We don't have to talk about that. I wasn't the one who brought it up, but
No,
yeah, we
I
don't have
brought
to
it
talk
up.
about that.
I was being an NAB. It is what it is. I'll take the
Yeah.
fall for that one.
Because if
And
I would have brought that up right now, that would have been me being messy. But
no,
you
it
know
was
how
me.
that goes.
Yeah, I'm a nothing ass bitch. It is what it is. Okay. And next into the comments though, does Vic even beef anymore? He just be talking nonstop and boring people to death while occasionally raising his voice.
though.
Is he really beefing? Because it takes two
No.
to tango.
No.
And then
So that
Reef wants to know about Peeper. So there we go. That's it from the chat. Go ahead.
so
What about people?
what I
He
don't
was
know.
just asking. He was just saying, like, what about Peeper as far as being in the black sector and I guess all that. I don't know. Go ahead.
Oh, I can speak on that.
Mhm.
Oh,
Please do.
like, because I seen Vic even did a title. He said people is not black sector. let me explain something to people. Peeper is definitely a part of the black sector. At one point, he wasn't a part of the black sector. We have a lot of refugees from other sectors, and I don't mean that in a diss sort of way. I'm saying we have a lot of refugees from other sectors who the black sector allowed to come over here and integrate. Guess what?
Mhm.
Ghetto intellect was cool as long as he was agreeing with whatever it was you were saying and giving you money. The moment he didn't give you as much money or stopped giving you money and disagree with you, that was when he became a problem. The moment Peeper started disagreeing with people, oh well, he ain't really black, sir. He ain't really no. Guess what? All you motherfuckers claimed that you said that you either said that these people were black sector, or you didn't mind them going around repping black sector and you didn't check them on it. So they must be black sector. Nobody around here like I mean, come on. No, Peeper's definitely black sector. How many of you black sector? Check this out. If he wasn't black sector, then why did this man who was not black sector come into the black sector and create a game starring player 1, player 2, and player 3? How many of you motherfuckers participated in it? If 2 to 3 people in the black sector participated in it, that motherfucker's black sector.
And
I don't give a fuck what nobody said. Explain how he's not.
It was a lot of black sector people in the chat. It was a lot of black sector people that participated.
Exactly.
So I just think it was a lot of jealousy and, I birthed you, give me my fame. Because, Vic is the gatekeeper. I said this the other day. Vic is the gatekeeper. And when y'all figure that out and learn that, it's just going to go smooth. Period.
Hey, if you say so.
That's it.
I don't know if you say so.
He is the keeper to this sector and all its money, all its fame, all its fortune. Period.
Hold on. Reef said he's got 10K subs still waiting on some new content. He got 10K subs waiting on some new content. Hi, Kylie. Hi, baby. Yes, we're still here. We're just ending the show with a little bit of fuckery, babe. You didn't miss nothing. Kylie texted. She said, "I don't do black sector, so I'm out." But she came back. Right. And the chat's agreeing with you, Salt. You know what I'm saying? They're saying you keeping it 100 today. And she says, Misunderstood says, okay. And it makes sense, right?
Is anything I said a lie though? It's like the main 2 people who go live. It's only 2 people. It's Buddy Lee and Lady La. They go live consistently every week.
Yeah.
They try to keep the black sector. For the most part, it seems like they don't really talk about the other sectors unless somebody from the other sector talks about them. But other than that, it's like for the most part, people are outsourcing beef, outsourcing content to what's going on in other sectors. What's on my list today for what you know what I'm saying? Just bullshit. As far as
I think it's
really
because
happening,
we're not really active, right? I guess, or doing too. What is it? So the sector wants fuckery. So the content creators,
there's not enough variety.
Okay. I'm hearing you now.
So check this out. At one point, the black sector had plenty of variety. You had Tommy. You could go over there and he would have an actual message, have actual conversations, have actual debates. You could go over to Chucky's panel where it was, we're trolling True Freeman, we're calling his house, all type of shit. You had Vic's panel where you could go over there for no DQ night, which isn't even his original idea, and go over there and argue with motherfuckers. And then you had certain panels where they were just talking about other shit that was going on YouTube and clowning and cooking and all that. Now it's just pure fuckery. Now it's just beef. let me drag this toe today. Let me drag this toe today. And people get tired. Why do you think all the time you see and hear people saying, oh no, I'm just tired of hearing all the fighting. I'm tired of hearing all the beef. And I'm tired of hearing all the dragging. It's like, yeah, because that's for the most part, that's what the fuck is going. That's all that's been going on in the black sector for fucking years.
Right.
But it's like,
And see, we heard
but
that, and
all those
so
years, it
that's
was
what we
variety.
tried to
There's no
do.
variety.
Yeah. So do you think
Mhm.
maybe the dead period of this sector is because we're trying to shift back into that variety of not just constantly battling, arguing, being the beef sector? Because you know what I mean, like. Because we heard that too, like, I
Possibly.
don't wanna be here, there's no content here, all it is fighting, so we were like, "Hey, let's get together and try to put together a little show." And
Mhm.
then Lady Law was like, "Yeah, this is getting old, I'm just gonna start cooking." Buddy, he turned his show into, a recap of all types of sectors and, all the crazy shit that he be seeing and dealing with and dabbling in, you know?
Really?
So
Well,
I
I don't watch it, so I don't know.
I'm so I feel like maybe we're just trying to get back to that variety of content. Maybe. I don't know.
And
Because again, like I
just
told
for the
you,
sake
I
of
came straight from Nature Boy, straight from Nature
yeah,
Boy
yeah,
intensive,
world news
into
and
the
shit.
right, into the black sector, like in between Jazzy and Buddy and they situation and what they had going on. And then I started meeting other content creators. I knew Vic because he was Seabiscuit. He liked to
Stevens.
agree a lot of times with Nature Boy, and I didn't like that because he was gaslight in my opinion, he was gaslighting the situation with the women and how they lived and, just really just trying to pull wool over the abuse that was happening with, "Well, let's talk about the Bible," It
Mhm.
was weird. That's why I didn't really care for Vic. So everybody else, they weren't they I seen a lot of beefing, but I also seen people step back and have conversations, like legitimate conversations, like, builds, as they would say, good builds. This is a good build type of thing. You know what I mean? So maybe we're just trying to get back to that because everybody is tired of like what Soul Fight just said, the CPS calling, the doxing, all of that
Well,
weird stuff.
let me speak on that.
That's what
That's
Soul
actually
Fight
something
says.
that's been
Hold on,
going on.
read Soul Fights because we got to keep up with the chat because they're keeping up with us.
Someone said the black sector eradicated itself. Cop calls, CPS calls, doxing, etc. Thought it was an interesting idea. Well, that's the thing.
Mhm.
That's been going on in the black sector since before y'all even knew it existed. And just to not sound contradictory, because I realized I said earlier, oh well, this is a sector that was founded on beef and everything, and now it just kind of sounded like I said, oh, beef is what killed it. No, what killed it is this sector being founded upon beef, a bunch of motherfuckers liking each other, trying to treat this like a safe space, trying to
Mhm.
play kumbaya. When in fact, I know for a fact because motherfuckers have told me, numerous dozens have told me who they don't like, but then be talking with them and being on their panels and being cool with them and shit. I'm like, nah, that's what killed it. Motherfuckers being fake with each other. All the cop
Mhm.
calling and everything. Hey, hey, every time somebody gets the cops called onto them, their numbers shoot through the fucking roof, no matter who the sector is, no matter what sector it happens in. The numbers shot through the fucking roof when Jazzy showed up to Lady Law's house. The numbers shot through the
Mhm.
roof when motherfucking Rob Rat got arrested both times. The numbers shot through the
When Buddy went to
that's
go find Chucky, numbers were through the
Mhm.
roof. Hmm.
yeah. They shot through the roof.
When
When
Now
Roy pulled up,
Stefan pulled
when
up
Roy
on
pulled up
Roy.
on True, when
yeah,
Roy pulled up on
yeah,
True, when Roy got beat up by
and
Stefan. So it's
Uh-huh.
not always cop calling, but yes, the
and it's
drama.
just like it's just like I originally said when Lurker became privy to my existence. When I said I'm here for the dark shit, I'm here for the fuck shit. That was me being 100% honest because I love to use this example. People going to the Gladiator Coliseum back in ancient Rome. They went there because why? Oh no,
They
they didn't
love
want to get their head chopped off, but they damn sure wanted to see somebody else
They
get their head
wanted to
chopped off.
see
Like it or
someone
not,
else
somewhere
get
deep
their head.
down, somewhere deep down, even if you don't, even if you say you do not like it, you're still gonna watch these motherfuckers get doxxed, or you're still gonna have a conversation with somebody who saw them get doxxed and talk about it. Even though you
We
don't like
love a good
CBS being
train
called,
wreck.
you still gonna talk about it or you gonna watch that shit. You motherfuckers like that shit. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck how good of a person you say you are. Bottom line is, morality is always going. Morale is always going to trump morality. I don't give a fuck how good a person you say you are. In the right situation, nah, you go indulge in or on some small level like this fuck shit. These motherfuckers have been playing kumbaya, trying to act like the black sector is a safe space when the majority of these motherfuckers do not like each other.
They
That's
ruthless
what
over
killed the
here,
sector.
baby. They ruthless. And that's what I would go to other sectors and tell them in the chat. Like, listen, y'all may think that we're quiet. Y'all may think we ain't got nothing going on, but don't get it messed up. They're ruthless.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ruthless.
And we're starting to see it come out again because we've already seen this, so we're like accustomed to like, oh, Baba's playing some recordings. We know that. We've been listening to Baba play recordings for fucking 5-6 years now. We get it. Well, maybe not 5 or 6 years, but for years. We've seen Ashe do some of the dirtiest, nastiest stuff that has yet to be replicated on YouTube. But I think we're hitting an age where it's coming back to that. So we'll
Because
see.
the way Miss Cynthia Rose, Jesus Christ Army, drug Jake Banghurst family, deceased family, baby. I got PTSD from when she did the shit to Clyde. Okay, I had to leave for a minute, and then God called because the good sis called and interrupted the rest of the flow. Because I was sitting over here like, what? Then to come to find out, she pulls out the deceased grandma's photo. Like, so we getting back there.
Yeah,
We getting back there.
But we'll let that play out organically like we always do. And then we'll try and make some sense of it. But okay, our chat's getting okay. Soulfi said it's time, guys. She's going on 2 hours of sleep. She's rubbing her eyes. It's time. We got to wrap this show up. It's 2 hours 40
We
minutes.
will not be here tomorrow because we have
won't
to
be here tomorrow.
prepare for our show Friday.
Yes.
It's
And it's gonna
interesting
be
that
what time are we going live Friday?
I don't know. Let's ask the chat because we want them to be able to hit the panel and join in. So and it's interesting that someone brought up Princella because she is the one being presented to the Coliseum, as Salt would say.
Yeah.
We're not just starting at this whole debacle with her and B. Taylor. We're gonna see how this started to where we're at.
We want to see the progression of Princella, just like we watched Tahuti, Nature Boy, Baba G, aka Elijah Bishop. We're going to try and do the same thing because Princella wasn't the queen maker at one time. At one time, she was promoting us to stay with our husbands and to be a good wife and to cook and not talk back. That's what she used to preach. So we're going to run through some timeline and hopefully we can get some good stuff for you guys.
Interesting, isn't it?
It is.
It is.
Really
Interesting,
is.
isn't it?
It is. So, and we're gonna drag some heads. Okay, we're not coming lightly. Don't think we're coming lightly. Like I told y'all, these nature board embers are still warm. Okay. So that's what we have for Friday. So chat, you let us know. Kylie says PM in the PM. Okay. In the evening. Well, you guys let us know.
Replay gang, let us know.
Replay gang. And we want to do a show Friday about the Queen Maker. Okay.
Or the Queen Breaker.
The Queen Breaker. Tell the truth,
Which
shame
one
the
is
devil.
she?
Oh, and I would just like to say what's up. I never said what's up to Kylie. What's up, Kylie? You're definitely one of my favorite people here.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Okay, listen. Make sure y'all taking notes of what's happening out here in these streets tonight and tomorrow, and we'll be back with y'all's rising transit report.
And the way we started the show, was she shitty? Again, you know what I'm saying?
You have that?
You ain't got to say nothing but a word, baby. You ain't.
I'm just playing with you, Small. We love Kylie.
Oh yeah, we started the show off with some shitty Greg band leader stuff. We also played some of what's his name? Tommy. We ended up playing some of Tommy's stuff today. So
You know,
Did
we
you also play?
until we get our 3 intros, we gonna utilize the product that's been put out here, period.
Oh,
Fight
I'm
noise.
glad you said that because you said you played his band leader stuff. I was going to ask if you played the intros he made you guys, but never mind. You just answered the
you
question.
know what? Don't get slick over here, nigga. Don't get slick. You know damn well we ain't play no motherfucking intro from no motherfucking shit he made from us.
Period.
Anywho, y'all, this is where we're wrapping up our show. We appreciate y'all. We
Mhm.
appreciate y'all for the chat engagement has gone up, and I just thank y'all so much for that. Thank y'all for coming with us again. Shout out to my co-host, Sinister Salt. Y'all been rocking with
He
us.
said
Can I say something to T Black? Hey, T Black, I
Yeah.
think that exact same shit. That bitch is a fake lesbian. She learned to be controversial from Tommy. That bitch still there's no way that one, because sometimes she be dressing like, she'll dress like a woman, but when she does, she dresses like a woman. Like, you can look at her and tell, like, nah, she could get a lot of men. That's a gorgeous woman. But so let me get this straight. You're that gorgeous. You telling women not to get with men except for just to have children. You're the queen maker, yet you want to be a stud, yet you want to be a man? That doesn't make any fucking sense at all. That bitch is a fake lesbian. Yeah.
And
We
she's
gonna
also
get
telling
into
her girlfriends, if they are mothers of sons, that their sons are going to grow up to be predators. We got a show Friday, y'all.
Ain't that a
Mhm.
bitch?
We got a show Friday. All right, we're out of here. We
Peace out,
love
y'all.
y'all. Thank
Peace
y'all.
out. Thanks for
And we
coming.
will see y'all Friday. Please let us know. Y'all want to do daytime? Y'all want to do evening time? When are y'all available? We will cater to y'all for Friday.
Mhm.
But we got a show for y'all. Yep. Y'all hit the like on your way out, and please send this to a friend. You don't even have to send it to a friend. Send it to yourself. Go to the
Mhm.
share button, send it to yourself just to get us back in the algorithm. Please and thank you. We're out of here. Be easy.
Hey.
Peace.
Why she shitty, so shitty. When Donna come downstairs, she
Sorry, I had to pause to read my chat. Soulfight, we are taking the day off tomorrow because we have a lot of homework to do for our Friday show. So we won't be here tomorrow. Love y'all. Peace.
so shitty. She woke up in the morning, put on a cloud roll, took a leak in the saw bathroom, let the toilet seat up. She a thug, my nigga. Ooh, my nigga. Ooh, my nigga. S-H-I-D-D-Y. She shitty, so shitty. When Donna come downstairs, she shitty, so shitty. Her husband is a clown. He wakes up and goes live. Got a fired from a 19-year job. And he's so proud, arguing with trolls for 16 hours long. She's shitty, so shitty. Like when the beef and cheddar almost broke her face. S-H-I-D-D-Y. She's shitty, so shitty. When Donna come downstairs, she's shitty, so shitty. She's shitty, so shitty, she's shitty, so shitty, she's shitty.